A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
It's Wednesday night, so we take you now to Duffy's Tavern with our guest tonight, Bert Gordon, the Mad Russian, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste. Ipana, the toothpaste that dentists prefer 2 to 1 over any other dentifrice for their own personal use, according to a nationwide survey.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern, where do you eat meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Yep, tonight's the big night. Miss Duffy's coming out party. Huh? Is it formal? No, Duffy, semi-formal. The dames come half-dressed. Yeah? It ought to be a terrific coming-out party. Yeah, great coming-out party, Duffy. It's got all the essentials. A rich father and an ugly daughter. Huh? You ain't rich. Well, I'm still batting 500. Well, what time are you coming down, Duffy? Good. And is the little woman... is Mrs. Duffy coming down with you? Huh? She's getting a party dress fitted right now? You're helping the surveyors with the measurements. Well, hurry up and get down here, Duffy. Okay, see you later. Eddie.
Yes, Mr.
Eddie, I wish you would ascertain if everything has been taken care of by the Committee on Arrangements.
You mean the entire committee?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just a minute, I'll find out. Is everything okay, Eddie? Yep, everything okay. Mm-hmm. Mr. Archie, the committee reports unanimously that everything has been ascertained.
Well, it ought to be the biggest coming-out party of the season, Eddie. We have a very exclusive guest list.
Very exclusive.
Oh, yeah. By the way, did your invitations get out?
Oh, yes, sir. The kids standing on the corner, handing them out right now.
Good. By the way, did you read them invitations I made up?
No.
Take a gander at them.
Let's see here. Monster coming out party. Admission $1. You are honored to be a guest at the coming out party and RSVP to be held at Duffy's Tavern in memoriam of Miss Duffy. Dearly beloved daughter of Honorable and Mrs. M.P. Members of Parliament?
Mom and Pop. Proceed ahead, Eddie.
P.S. Cuisine to start promptly at 9 o'clock and will continue until dinner.
Pretty good invitation, huh, Eddie? And you will notice I had the printing embossed.
Embossed?
Yes, that raised lettering.
Oh, well, that should come in handy after the guests get blind. By the way, any time you got dressed up for the party?
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. What do you think I ought to wear, Eddie? Me full dress suit?
Well, yes and no.
What do you mean, yes and no?
Well, yes, you ought to wear one, and no, you ain't got one. Hey, who's all coming tonight?
Oh, you saw the guest list. Very swanky crowd. Mr. and Mrs. Plato McGonagall, Cavendish, the Undertaker, and Lady Cavendish, Atwater McGurk, Messrs. One-Eyed Goldfarb, and his charming daughter Cyclops, Lightfinger Lynch, and his escort, Dame May Fagan, Second Story Jackson and his wife, Fourth Story. That's his second wife, you know. And it's Mr. and Mrs. Pharaoh Farouk. Very wealthy people, Eddie.
What does he do?
Oh, nothing. He's retired. made a fortune building obelisks. Wait a minute. Hey, look who's here, the guest of honor. Good evening, Miss Duffy.
Hello, Archie. How do you like my new dress?
Strapless, huh? What keeps it up?
Mama, she sewed me into it. Archie, an opinion. Do you like the fringe tunic?
The fringe tunic? No, I don't quite see you in a fringe tunic. I see you more in a seersucker dirndl with velvet pleats across the bias and crepe de chine bolero with an I.J. Fox midriff.
You mean with a crisscross hemstitch?
Yes, that's it. And a very sheer midriff, you know, the kind with a flouncy bodice to set off the lines in your peplum. Of course, that's just one girl's opinion. You can get a guy with the bait you got on, more power to you. Incidentally, have you got a date tonight?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad.
Well, maybe this is the night Mr. Wright will come along.
Oh, how will you know he's Mr. Right?
Easy. He'll be the one that asked me to marry him.
Oh, well, that narrows down the field. Good luck to you, Miss Duffy.
Thank you, Archie. I'll see you in a little while.
Okay. Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
You know, I feel sorry for the dame coming out partying and no date. I'd like to help her, but who can you get for her, you know? You can't get any guy that's in his right mind.
Hello,
Hello, Finnegan.
Say, Arch, I heard there's a big party going on here tonight with a lot of society dames.
Smattering. Why?
Well, Arch, would you introduce me to one of them young dowagers?
Finnegan. The dowagers ain't the young dames. The dowagers is the old men. And if you want me to get your girl, don't forget this is a very high-class party, and I want you to act very refined. None of them usual show-off tricks of yours, you know, like putting your false teeth in the mashed potatoes.
Well, gee, Arch, I gotta have a little fun. Can I even do me nutcracker tricks?
What's that again?
Well, I asked the dame if she wants a nutcracker, see? And if she says yes, I crack her over the nut with a bottle.
I don't know, Finnegan. It sounds amusing. Try it once and see if it gets a laugh. But if it don't, see that you tender the lady your apologies.
Well, of course, Arch. Who's more of a stickler for form than me? Hey, look, Arch, could you get me a girl for the party?
Yep, I got just the girl for you.
Oh.
Miss Duffy.
Oh, no, you don't, Arch.
Just a second, Finnegan. Try to think of the bright side of Miss Duffy.
Well, that's pretty tough, Arch.
Finding the bright side?
I'm trying to think.
Well, you can do it if you try. Go ahead. Think of something nice about her.
Well, let's see. Maybe you better go first, Arch.
Let's see. She could be worse. Now it's your turn again.
Well, frankly, Arch, I think we've exhausted all the possibilities.
Yeah, but we ought to get her a guy.
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. I got an idea. Give me that phone. Hello? Shotgun's Escort Bureau? Mail order department, please. Yes, I want to order a mail. Hello, mail order? I wonder if you could provide me with an escort for tonight. Look, Bud, how would you like a punch in the nose? This happens to be for a young lady. Huh? Is she single? Extremely. Would we take a Russian prince? Oh, sure. Sounds terrific. Yeah, we'll send him right over to Duffy's Tavern. Oh, boy, will Miss Duffy be happy. A real Russian prince. Oh, hello? Oh, hello, Duffy. I got terrific news. I got a Russian prince for Miss Duffy. No, Duffy, this is no phony. This is the real ersatz. Well, Duffy, we had to do the best we could. You know, the dame ain't getting no younger. She's been having these coming out parties now for 15 years. In fact, she's come out on the same day so often that in groundhog circles it's getting to be known as Miss Duffy Day. Okay, well, hurry up and get down here.
Friends, listen. If you want to make your teeth brighter, your smile more sparkling, then listen to what we learned from dentists in a nationwide survey.
Dentists prefer Ipana toothpaste 2-to-1 over any other dentifrice for their own personal use.
So why don't you try Ipana and see for yourself why Ipana is so popular with dentists? See how Ipana can help your teeth to a brightness, your smile to a loveliness you never thought possible. And in such an easy way, too. Here's all you have to do.
Brush your teeth regularly with Ipana. Then with a fingertip, briefly and gently massage the gums along the line where they meet the teeth.
This gum line is most important because your smile needs healthy gums as well as bright teeth to stay radiant and sparkling. So between regular visits to your dentist, give your gums and teeth this special Ipana care. Why not start right now with Ipana? Ipana, for your smile of beauty.
Gee, Eddie, a real Russian prince coming down here, you know, it makes even me nervous. I ain't talked to royalty in so long, I'll probably kiss the wrong foot.
You know, why don't you throw protocol to the winds and just touch it?
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Good evening, Archie, me boy.
Oh, good evening, Officer Clancy. What's new?
Oh, nothing much. I just see by the papers we're due for a long, dry spell.
Yeah, huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Parches a man's mouth just to think about it.
Uh-huh. Why don't you try thinking about something else, Clancy? Maybe you won't be so parchy.
I hear you're having a party here tonight.
That's right.
Have you got a singer?
Well, Miss Duffy will probably sing.
No, I need some big opera star like that, what's his name again?
Melchior?
No.
Tibbet?
No, I'm thinking of Nino.
Martini?
Thank you, and leave out the olive. Takes up entirely too much room.
Okay, Clancy. Here's the martini.
Well, here's good luck to the party. I hope the guests don't get obstreperous.
Obstreperous?
Stinking. You know, like they did last year. Remember how Callahan put away a whole pint and then kept kissing Dugan's wife till Dugan punched him in the nose?
Dugan got sore, huh?
Certainly, it was his pint. So then the wife turned around and walloped Dugan for hitting Callahan. And poor old Dugan wound up in the hospital with repercussion of the brain.
Repercussion?
She shocked him twice. Well, I'll see you later, Archie.
Well, so long, Clancy. See you at the party. Oh, Eddie, look, when that Russian prince gets here, be sure to let me know, huh?
Well, how would I recognize him?
Well, it's easy to tell a prince, Eddie. They all got that aristocratic look, you know. Tall, charming, dashing, handsome.
How do you do?
Just a second. Are you the Russian prince?
What do you expect for $5? Rasputin?
Anyhow, welcome to Duffy's Tavern. What do you think of the joint?
It reminds me of the Russian secret police.
The Russian secret police?
OGPU. I haven't seen anything like it since I left Minsk.
Oh, you lived in Minsk?
Also in Pinsk.
How did you like it?
Pinsk. Free lunch. It's beautiful. Say, this is delicious.
You mean you like it?
Most of course. My compliments to the chef.
Hey, you hear that, Eddie?
Yes. Too bad the chef ate some. He could hear it, too.
Here, Prince. Make yourself at home. Pull up a stuffed Cossack and, sit you down. Tell me, when did you leave Russia?
I left during the revolution.
Oh. How?
Very quickly.
Well, Well, why did they kick you out, Prince?
Too many princes and not enough blinzes.
Oh, is that...
At that time, you see,
Yes.
I was living in the palace of mine uncle, the Grand Duke Ivanovich, Fyodorovich, Alexandrovich, Petrovich,
What happened to him?
They scratched him. Then an unfortunate incident in the court. They sent me to Siberia.
Oh, must have been pretty cold, wasn't it?
Cold is, cold. It's so cold in Siberia, the only thing that circulates is the propaganda.
Well, it must have been fun in Russia in the old days before the revolution, huh? Riding around in the snow on them samovars with the little bells tinkling and making love to them pretty little drashkis. And that Russian music.
You like Russian music?
I love it. Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, Paderewski.
Just a second. Paderewski was Polish.
In them days, so was Poland. Yeah, Prince, I think this party tonight will remind you of the old days.
I hope the party won't be too wild. I remember back in Russia, we had a party one night where we went swimming with all our clothes on in
Volga?
Disgusting. By the way, this girl I'm escorting tonight, describe her to me, please. Hair?
Yes.
What color?
The dame will make it any color you want.
I see. And the face?
What about it?
Smooth shaven.
Just like a pitch. You'll love her, Prince. By the way, on a job like yours, when you meet dames like this for the first time, what's your technique?
You see? First I croon to her similar Rudy Wally. Old Russian lullabies like June is bursting out all over. Or perhaps the Shostakovich song.
The Shostakovich song.
Shostakovich small by a waterfall. Then I breathe moderately hot breath on her neck, like this. It didn't work. By this time, ecstasy has set in. My blue blood has reached the boiling point. I'm on fire. She's on fire. The room is filled with smoke. Then I put my arms around her, and suddenly the clock is striking 12 o'clock, midnight.
Then what?
Ah, it's beautiful. From now on, she's paying me time and a half.
But, Prince, making love for money, don't that make you feel kind of ashamed of yourself?
Only when I work too cheap. By the by, where's the young lady I'm expecting to extort? Written writing this is.
We'll have it in Russian dialogue the next time.
Please, much more.
Okay, I'll call your escort. Oh, Miss Duffy.
Yes?
Well, here she is, Prince.
This is a woman.
Yep. This is Miss Duffy. She's coming out tonight.
Is that wise?
Please, Prince. Miss Duffy, I would like for you to meet a real Russian prince. This is Prince...
Allow me. The name is Prince Petrovich Alexandrovich. Just call me Izzy.
Likewise, I'm sure.
the prince here, Miss Duffy, is going to escort you to the party tonight.
A prince? Oh, Archie, I can't believe it. It couldn't happen to me. I must be dreaming. I think I'll pinch myself.
Allow me.
Thank you. Prince, come here. I'm all yours.
Just a minute. Miss Duffy, this place is too big for us two. I think I'll go.
But, Prince, you made a bargain.
But do I have to go down to the basement?
But what about the $5?
Forget about it.
Well, what will the escort bureau say?
Let him fire me.
But, Prince, Miss Duffy's father is a rich man.
How do you do? Let me look on you, my dear. Uh-huh. Your hair, your eyes, your ears, your lips.
What about them?
You have them all. Tonight I will make love to you. Tonight I will make love to you. Tonight I will make love to you.
Prince, your needle's stuck.
I'm trying to talk myself into it. Miss Duffy, you are beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are charming. Quick, some vodka. Miss Duffy, you are the most beautiful girl in the world. Be gone, my princess, and I shall join you at the cash register later.
Au revoir, sweet prince.
I shall be dying every minute you are away from me.
And when I return?
I shall drop dead. Farewell! Farewell! Enough.
Farewell, my prince.
Well, Prince, now that you met Miss Duffy, is there any last request?
Yes. Yes. A cigarette, please. No blindfold.
Say, Archie.
Oh, hello, Clancy.
Hey, I forgot to tell you. Oh, hello, Trotsky.
Good evening, Officer Clancy.
You still know each other?
Takes care of me every night down at the Russian Kretschmer.
The Russian Kretschmer.
Of course, best doorman they ever had.
Correct.
A doorman. And I told Duffy he was a prince.
Have no fear, my friend. From now on, I will be a prince. I will play the part to perfection.
Well, you better, or you'll be one Russian who won't walk out.
Friends, you'll be delighted at what can happen to your smile when you use Ipana. For Ipana toothpaste can help your teeth to a brightness, your smile to a loveliness you never thought possible. And so easily, too. Listen, here's all you do.
Brush your teeth regularly with Ipana. Then with the fingertips, briefly and gently massage the gums along the line where they meet the teeth.
This line is the lifeline of your smile. For you need firm, healthy gums as well as bright, sparkling teeth to keep your smile lovely. So between regular visits to your dentist, guard your smile this special Ipana way. For remember, it's Ipana. Ipana toothpaste for your smile of beauty.
Great party, huh, Eddie? Everybody happy?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. O'Toole is talking to each other for the first time in 2 years.
That's nice.
Yeah, I just served them with their 20th beer, and they don't recognize each other.
Well, that's swell, Eddie. Hey, how about livening up the party with a Russian song, Eddie, in honor of our guest?
No, now, Mr. Archie.
Go ahead. The guest is all stiff. They won't mind. Hey, Clancy.
Yes.
Clancy, Eddie's going to sing a song. Rap on Moriarty's skull for order while I make an announcement, huh?
Okay. And the rest of you stay quiet, too.
Okay, folks, we will now be rendered with a song by that great little singing waiter and vocalist, Eddie Green. Let's give him a little hand.
I use them vulgar boatmen is lifting them barges and toting them bales. Ah, them vulgar boatmen, listen to them rocking that vulgar boat. Talking about that vulgar boatman, got no hat, he ain't got no coat. He's higher and higher, higher and lower. All them boatmen rocking on Leonard's ass. That's all.
Bravo, 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 Bublitsky, bravo.
Archie, how about me singing my song now?
Okay, Miss Duffy. Folks, we will now hear... Oh, excuse me. Hello? Hello, Duffy, where are you? Huh? Mrs. Duffy was hit by a truck? Oh, that's terrible. Anything broken? The radiator and two fenders, huh? Wait a minute. What happened to Mrs. Duffy? Just bent her bumper, huh? Well, look, put her in the garage and hurry up over. The party's going on. Okay. As I was saying, folks, we will now hear a song by our guest of honor, Miss Duffy, accompanied by Clifton Finnegan and Prince Itchy.
But, Archie, I'm supposed to sing the song all alone.
If you do, you will be. Well, folks, here they are. A lad, a lass, and a lack.
I'll catch pneumonia. You are lousing up the national anthem of Russian Cafe Society. Permit me. That was corny, could be funny.
Oh, my Hanya.
With your money, California, here I come.
It's so thrilling, I'm so willing.
Me you're killing. Oh, this is silly. I leave the Bowery.
Make life lowy.
How's your dowry?
Don't you fret. Tanya!
Hey!
Tanya!
Hey!
Tanya!
Hey!
Tanya!
Hey! Wait for me! I love you. Hey! Hey!
Well, Prince, how did you like Miss Duffy's voice?
Beautiful. We Russians love to suffer.
Then you mean you'll propose to her?
Why not? She's not so old. Maybe her voice will change.
You mean you'll really marry her?
It's either this or I go back to Siberia. Miss Duffy, my little Veronica, you are beautiful. All my life I dreamed of you. Some more vodka, please. You are my inspiration. Just being with you makes my blood tingle.
Then you mean you like me?
Frankly, no. But you have touched the pulse strings of my heart. Miss Duffy, I wish you to do me the honor of becoming... Wait! What is that thing?
What?
That horrible monster coming through that door.
Horrible monster, Prince, that's Duffy. Hello, Duffy.
That's my father-in-law, to be.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Prince. Where are you going?
Back to Siberia.
Mr. Wallington, do me a favor.
Why, of course.
Introduce me to that fellow over there, the smooth one who looks so good-natured.
Smooth-shaven, smiling. That's Bob. He uses Ingram shaving cream for close, clean shaves that are cooling to his face and his temper. That rich Ingram lather helps condition his face for the razor. Yes, men, comfort means coolness. Coolness means Ingram. I-N-G-R-A-M. Ingram, the cooler shaving cream.
Keep smooth, yet keep smiling.
Use cool, comfortable Ingram. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's be here again at the same time next Wednesday when our guests will be Harry Von Zell and Mr. Sidney N. Strokes, NBC Vice President. Until next Wednesday, then, this is Jimmy Wallington reminding you that Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste. Try Ipana for your smile of beauty. Bristol Myers brings you the Alan Young Show on Friday night. And Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company. This is Barry Gray, and we look back to 1947, November 5th. Duffy's Tavern happened on NBC with Archie, Finnegan, Miss Duffy, Eddie, and guests Rudy Valley and Georgie Jessel.
It's Wednesday night, so we take you now to Duffy's Tavern with our guests tonight, George Jessel and Rudy Valley, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana toothpaste and Touche, the beforehand lotion. Two products that will pay you to remember. Ipana for the smile of beauty, Touche for softer, lovelier hands. Ipana, Touche.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. What do you leave me to eat? Archie the manager's picking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Yep, tonight's the big testimonial dinner. And guess who's coming down? Georgie Jessel. Yep, the famous spokesmaster and racketeur. Well, so the other people besides Jessel, there'll be Crackpot O'Toole, the forger, Nitro McNulty, Machine Gun Van Smythe, Second Story Jackson, Rudy Valley. Rudy Valley, Duffy. Remember? Vaguely, huh? Oh, sure. He was a big radio star in the old silent days. Hey, before they talked on the radio. Duffy. Oh, sure. You remember. Remember the time you bought that crystal set? And you thought there was something wrong with it? Yeah, that's the guy. Valley and Jester is coming down to MC, the biggest testimonial dinner that 3rd Avenue has ever had. Who's it for? Me. Yeah, it's a surprise. Where's the surprise? I'm surprised I never thought of it before. I'll call you back. Hey, Eddie. Eddie, did you chill the champagne yet?
Chill it? I ain't even finished making it yet.
You should have started making it yesterday like I told you. Champagne should always be aged before it is served. Did you put out the finger bowls?
Yes.
With lemon?
Yes.
And individual straws?
I knew I forgot something.
Well, be more careful in the future.
Say, Archie.
Just a minute, Miss Duffy. Eddie.
Yeah?
Eddie, see that the guests intermingle with each other. You know, start them circulating.
Circulating? Most of them is revolving already.
Now, what did you want, Miss Duffy?
I was just reading the guest list. I see Rudy Valley's coming.
That's right, the pride of Yale University.
Good old Eli.
Yeah?
Archie, do you think I'm too young for Rudy?
Miss Duffy, I don't think you're too young for old Eli. And furthermore, I don't want you to... Wait a minute. Eddie.
Yes?
Eddie, I am desisted by the way you've set this table. Look at them napkins.
What's the matter with them?
How many times do I have to tell you that napkins should always be folded with the clean side out?
How many times can we fold them with the clean side out? How come you so particular about this dinner anyhow?
Why? Because my whole future depends on this dinner, Eddie. You remember that beautiful French girl that I fell madly in love with last week? What was her name again? Renee?
Yeah.
Well, I just can't come out and tell her myself that I got looks and charm and brains, so I thought at this dinner I'd get guys like Valley and Jessel to praise me.
What are you going to do?
I thought I'd just sit there and blush.
You worried about the competition with Mr. Jessel and Mr. Valley?
Huh? Worried? Couple of schmoes like them? Eddie, it'll be like Rennie and me being left alone on a desert island.
Go ahead.
Well, I leave it to you. If Ronnie and me was left alone on a desert island and she had to make a choice, what do you think that choice would be?
Mrs. Webb? Hey, look here. How come you got Mr. Devil and Mr. Valley both coming down here tonight?
Well, I thought I'd have two MCs for this testimonial dinner. You know, the old adagio already. Two heads is better than one.
All right.
Oh, Finnegan, are you enjoying it? Hey, what's that adhesive tape doing on the top of your head?
Adhesive? Oh, I got a bio.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. Maybe now your head will come to a head.
I don't see the point.
Just roll your eyes upward.
Oh, you're right, all right. Hey, boy, this is some party. I'm appetizers as well.
Oh, thank you.
There's only one thing. What are them little things on the end of the toothpicks?
Olives.
Oh, they sure get in your way when you want to pick your teeth.
Do you suffer from dry scalp?
A little.
Then go soak your head. Stop bothering me, will you, please?
Well, hello, Archie.
Well, Georgie Jester, glad to see you. Well, George, how does the tavern look to you after all of these years?
What are you doing, fishing for insults?
Very clever crack, considering it comes from a movie producer. By the way, how's things in Hollywood?
They're pretty good.
You like it out there?
Oh, gosh, I like it a lot. I think it agrees with me.
Naturally. In Hollywood, everything agrees with the producer. Tell me, how's it going with Zanuck?
Oh, just fine. He's a wonderful man, Mr. Zanuck. Whatever success I've attained in Hollywood, I owe to him.
Yeah, huh?
I can thank him for everything that I have.
Yeah, huh? Hey, that's a nice pair of cufflinks you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Zanuck gave them to me.
Mm-hmm. And them pearl studs.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Zanuck gave me those, too.
Mm-hmm. I think we ought to drink a toast to Mr. Zanuck, George.
I can't drink, Archie. Ulcers.
Zanuck, huh? Well, we have the same problem around here, except we call it Duffy.
Well, tell me, Arch, what's cooking here tonight? Whatever it is, don't eat it.
Georgie, I'm giving a big testimonial dinner tonight, and that's why I asked you down. I figured after we eat, we could use a few antidotes.
On this, I would bet. Tell me, what particular subject would you like to have me talk about?
Me.
This should happen to Eddie Kent. Am I the only speaker here tonight, Archie?
No, I also invited Rudy Valley.
Rudy Valley.
You remember the guy with the megaphone?
Oh, yes, the prehistoric Perry Como. Oh,
yeah, that's the guy.
No, I was only kidding, Archie. I've known Rudy ever since he was just a kid, just getting started in show business. I was back in the days of the Roaring 40s.
The Roaring what?
The Roaring 20s.
Oh. One change? Was Rudy singing in them days?
What do you think they were roaring about? Archie, I remember. Wait a minute. Well, look who's here. Clifton Finnegan. Glad to see you again, Finnegan.
There seems to be some mistake.
George, better apologize. This dame thinks she's a Goldwyn girl.
She looks more like Goldwyn.
Archie, I think I've been insulted.
At your age, it's flattery. However, I shall come to your defense. Colonel Jester, sir.
Yes, sir?
Sir, we all here in the tavern admit that Miss Duffy is powerful, hideous. But we don't like strangers pointing it out.
Thank you, Archie.
Your servant, ma'am. Now, what was we talking about, George?
We were talking about Rudy Valley.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's change the subject. You made any new pictures lately?
Yes, I've just finished making a picture that I'm very proud of, and one that I'm sure will be a tremendous hit.
Yeah, huh? What's the name of it, George?
It's called Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare Alley, huh?
They've already stolen the plot.
Who is this guy?
Finnegan, this is Georgie Jester, the famous Toastmaster.
AC or DC?
Mr. Jester is a well-known after-dinner speaker, a guy with a very quick wit and a nimble mind.
Oh.
No matter what you say to me, ad-libs are funny answers.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Jester?
Yes?
What do you think of the weather?
Well, very nice.
Do you think it'll rain tomorrow?
Might.
What else is new?
Nothing much.
You're right, Art. This guy's terrific. And he ain't even had dinner yet.
These are children. Look, where's Rudy Valley? We got to get this dinner started.
You know, friends, you know as well as I do that your dentist is the person qualified to tell you what's best for your teeth. And when your dentist recommends something for the care of your teeth, you can be certain it's the best advice you can get. For that reason, we know you'll be very interested in this.
Ipana toothpaste is recommended by dentists 2-to-1 over any other toothpaste, according to a recent nationwide survey.
So try Ipana yourself and see why it's so widely recommended. See how Ipana can help your teeth to a brightness, your smile to a loveliness you never thought possible. For Ipana really cleans your teeth. And followed by gentle gum massage, promotes the health of your gums. And listen how easy it is.
Brush your teeth regularly with Ipana. Then gently massage the gums at the line where they meet the teeth.
You see, this gum line is important because we all need firm, healthy gums as well as clean, bright teeth to keep our smiles lovely. So do as so many dentists recommend. Use Ipana toothpaste for your Ipana smile of beauty.
Well, let Rene be impressed tonight. First Jester flatters me, then Valley flatters me.
That'll make a go for you, huh?
Eddie, I've never seen a dame yet that didn't fall for flattery.
Well, these are nice things they're going to say about you.
Yeah?
Who's writing the material? You?
Don't be silly. Rudy always says nice things about me.
Sort of a nasal appraisal, huh?
Well, if you must be alliterative.
Bonjour, Archie.
Well, Rene, bonjour. Como ça va? Terrific dress you're wearing. It's what they call an off the shoulder, ain't it?
Yes.
Beautiful material. Let me feel it. Silk, ain't it?
Archie, that is not the material.
Oh. Sorry. Look, Rene,
Archie.
Rene, the gentleman who was just clearing his throat is Mr. Jester. The gentleman who should be clearing his mind. Rene here would be a great bet for pictures, wouldn't she, George? Take a look at her.
No, it's been done before. You know, young lady, I have an idea that would make a great combination.
What?
What's the French word for us?
Us? The word is nous.
Nous? I've been speaking French for years and I didn't know it.
Look, Rene, not that I don't trust this elderly gentleman, but, I think you would find it safer to mingle with some of the other guests. I'll be with you in a nonce.
My time is your time, your time is my time.
Well, Rudy, let me take your coat. Hey, how come you ain't wearing a raccoon?
Molting season.
By the way, you know Georgie Jester.
Oh, sure. Hello, George. Seen Dolores lately?
Yes, I was out with her last night. By the way, how's Carlotta?
Pretty good. Been seeing, Lorraine?
Whatever happened to Valerie?
I was out with her Thursday. How's, Marie?
Pretty good. How's Phyllis?
Fine. I saw Cynthia last night.
Is that so? How is Cynthia?
Pretty good. Seen anything of Evelyn?
If one of these guys mentions Rene, I'm going to punch him right in the nose.
Just a second, Archie. Tell me, who's Rene?
Rudy, stop watering at the mouth. Rene happens to be the girlfriend that you're supposed to praise me in front of at the testimonial dinner tonight.
Praise you? Archie, do you think I would perjure myself for the sake of a measly dinner?
Measly dinner? Rudy, if you was to pay for it, this dinner would cost you 75 cents.
Archie, what do you want me to say about you?
Well, Rudy, we've known each other a long time, and, why don't you say the first thing that comes to your mind? You know, something that's close to your heart.
Believe me, this means a 2-hour talk entitled Life Can Be Beautiful Without Spending Money.
Well, George, after all, a fellow likes to put a little something away for a rainy day.
Rainy day, $8 million. What are you expecting, a monsoon?
Fellas, please, stop insulting each other. You two guys could be here all night. We've got to get this testimonial dinner started.
Well, look who's here. Miss Duffy. And prettier than ever, may I add?
There seems to be some mistake.
Rudy, I hate to do this before dinner, but meet Clifton Finnegan, an alleged person.
A trailer for Nightmare Alley, no doubt.
Is that an insult?
No, Mr. Valley is merely speculating on what you do for a living.
I pick up a few nickels and dimes here and there.
How?
I put chewing gum on my shoes.
Chewing gum, eh?
Sure.
I wonder. You put it on your shoes and, no, sounds too messy. I think I'd do better with a pick-a-note.
To pick a what?
The pick-a-note, Archie. It's my new musical instrument that I'm promoting.
Is that so? Well, tell me, Rudy, what is it like?
Very simple, George. Instead of playing notes, you just take this instruction sheet and follow the numbers.
Jester needs an instruction sheet to know how to follow numbers. Sorry, Judge. Well, what does this pick-a-note sound like, Rudy? Go ahead. Don't be modest. Show it. Well, what does this pick-a-note sound like, Rudy? Go ahead. Don't be modest. Show it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3.
What lyrics? Better even he should have stuck to the saxophone.
Did you
finished, Rudy?
Did you like it, Archie?
Oh, I thought it was great. Yeah. Yes, sir. You know, if Beethoven was alive today, he'd turn over in his grave.
Thank you. Well, how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Who would like to buy the educational, entertaining, fascinating pick-a-note with the simple numeral note system? Speak up, please. $1.85.
Personally, I would prefer the RCA, Victor, console, radio, and phonograph with the golden throat tone system. Now, look, Rudy, leave us forget the pick-a-note. Remember, you're supposed to be down here helping me to make an impression on my girl.
Come on, Ox. Why don't you start eating? The fruit is delicious.
The fruit? Finnegan, that's the wax centerpiece you're eating.
No wonder the bananas taste so much like the peaches.
Oh, soup, son? Well, come on, fellas. The dinner's starting. Now, don't forget, you two guys. Give me a big build-up. Oh, Miss Duffy.
Yes?
It's time to eat. Finnegan, take Miss Duffy's arm.
But, Ox, I ain't that hungry.
All this guy thinks of is chewing the fat. Come on, everybody. We got to get this dinner started.
Say, Mr. Stewart.
Oh,
Oh, yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Well, first, do you mind if I butt into Duffy's Tavern this way with a small question?
I wouldn't mind at all.
Well, last week I heard you say something about the Trouche touch, and I was curious. Just what is the Trouche touch?
Oh, that's easy. The Trouche touch is the softer, more velvety way hands feel after you've used Trouche. You see, Trouche is the beforehand lotion. A really different idea in hand lotion.
But why is Trouche so different?
Because you can use Trouche beforehand. Before you do dishes or light laundry. Before you put your hands in that hot soapy water.
But what's the point of that?
Because Trouche was made to guard hands. Guard them even while they're in hot soapy water. And so protect them from the damaging effect of water.
I see. But how about after my work? Can I use Trouche then, too, if I would use another hand lotion?
Sure, you can use Trouche anytime for every lotion need. But what makes Trouche really different from other hand lotions is that important Trouche Extra. Beforehand protection when you need it most. So for those softer, lovelier hands you want, for the Trouche touch, why not begin today to use Trouche?
Now get a load of what these guys got to say about me, Rennie. Well, everybody, leave us start the festivities. For he's a jolly good fella, for he's a jolly good fella. Come on, folks, join in. For he's a jolly good fella. Yeah. Eddie, you may begin reading the testimonial.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to begin this testimonial dinner to Mr. Archie by reading a message that was just received from the Department of Sanitation.
Sanitation Department. After all the trouble we've been having with them, too. What's the message, Eddie?
No message, just a white flag. They surrendered.
Eddie, please. It's a telegram.
Oh, yes, sir. In honor of our host, telegrams have been pouring in from all over 3rd Avenue. And here it is. To Archie, 6 pounds, 7 ounces full of joy. If you aren't a girl, we hope you're a boy. Signed, Kristen Finnegan.
Finnegan, what's the idea?
Oh, it's number 12 was the only one I could afford.
Perhaps we should hear from Mr. Jester.
I'm eating.
Oh. Well, then don't let me interrupt you.
Please do. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to the next speaker, Miss Duffy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think the best manager we've ever had in the tavern, of which Archie has been the only one, is, I'm very proud to say, Archie.
Archie, this is a compliment?
You don't get the subtlety.
Mr. Chairman.
The chair recognizes Mr. Finnegan.
Well, it should. I've been sitting in it for years.
This is one of my oldest friends, Rennie. Listen to what he has to say about it.
To Archie. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like Tootsie Rolls. So do you.
See what I mean, Rennie? It's wonderful to have friends to say things like that about you.
What have they said?
Ain't you been listening? These guys love me.
I would like to propose a toast to my old friend Archie.
Oh, plenty to come. Get a load of this, Rennie.
First, I should like to say something about Archie's honesty. Let me put it this way. I would like to talk about his unquestioned integrity. No, that's not it either. Folks, there are very few people with real sincerity. And,
Would you like to try a different category?
Eddie, please stop interrupting the epitaphs.
And in conclusion, it is with great pleasure that I say Archie is the one man you can point to and truthfully say, There goes Archie.
Tributes like this bring tears to my eyes. Well, who's next, folks?
Are you going to speak yourself, Archie?
Well, I might if I'm called on.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, comes the high point of the evening. I bring you a man among men. A man who is known to you all.
Thank you.
Friends, Just a minute. A man of great talent, rare charm, and scintillating wit.
Thank you. As I.J. Fox once said,
Please.
Well,
So, folks, without further ado, I give you the man of the hour, Rudy Valley.
Archie, I thought you were going to speak.
I can't now. I'm too choked up. Besides, I'm too modest.
Hi-ho, everybody. It is with great pleasure that I speak tonight about something which is dear to my heart. As we walk through life, we find that there are many qualities that make for success.
Good old Rudy.
Let's analyze those qualities. What are they? Popularity.
Yes?
Universal appeal.
Yes?
The ability to make friends.
True?
And so, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I would like to introduce you...
Get this running.
I'd like to introduce you to the pick-a-note. Hold your honor. I thank you.
Archie, I thought they were going to talk about you.
I guess they're saving me for the after-dinner speeches.
Eddie, please pass the gravy.
I'm sorry, Officer Clancy, but Mr. Colucci just spilled it all over his vest.
Well, then pass Colucci.
Friends, I would like to introduce our next speaker. This man has always been known as a great wit, but tonight he has a serious message.
Well, folks,
I give you America's famous master of ceremonies, Mr. George Jester.
Well, no, everybody, and thank you, Rudy. We are gathered here tonight with but one purpose in mind. I know how Archie, our guest of honor, feels about these things, and how he would hate to have me elaborate on the subject at this time.
Not at all, George. Go ahead. Collaborate.
But it is a subject that is very close to my heart. And I know that you will all forgive me for saying that Nightmare Alley is the greatest picture that I've ever known.
You're kidding me. The big twist will come any minute, Renee.
And I have a big surprise. Everybody here tonight is invited to a special showing of Nightmare Alley around the corner at the Fox Theater.
George, you can't take these people out of here. They ain't made me speak yet. Miss Duffy, Rudy, you can't do this to me. Wait a minute, Renee.
Good night, Archie.
You mean you're going to leave me to go out with Valley and Jester?
Sorry, Archie.
But you're too young for him, and you're too old for him. All right. Go ahead. Get out of here, all of you. Leave me alone, you sunny weather friends. Desert me in me hour of need. Archie, the sucker. The wise guy that fell for a rag and a bone and a hunk of hair. Now look at him. Alone. Sprained. Jilted.
I ain't jilted, George.
Oh. Finnegan, you didn't go with the rest of them, huh?
Of course not, Arch. You think I'd leave me old pal? Desert the kindest, nicest guy I ever knew?
Fine thing. Now somebody comes up with a compliment.
This is the time of year for colds. You might even say this is a cold season. So if you're suffering from one right now, listen. Get real quick relief from your cold discomfort with Minute Rub, a really modern chest rub. Rub Minute Rub on the throat, chest, and back. In a minute, Minute Rub's soothing menthol vapors begin to clear that stuffed-up feeling in the nose and throat. Helps bring a feeling of warmth and relief to those tight, sore, aching muscles. And listen, Minute Rub is greaseless and stainless. So get a tube of Minute Rub and get quick relief from annoying cold misery the modern way. The greaseless, stainless Minute Rub way. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday when our guest will be Dinah Shore. George Jester appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of Gentleman's Agreement. Rudy Valley can now be seen in the RKO picture, The Bachelor and the Bobby Coxer. Until next Wednesday, then, this is Jay Stewart reminding you that for the smile of beauty, remember Ipana toothpaste. And for softer, lovelier hands, remember Touche, the beforehand lotion. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers bring you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
There is a fifth dimension.
Right, so we take you now to Duffy's Tavern with our guest tonight, Jean Seblanc, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Ipana Toothpaste and Trouchet, the beforehand lotion. Ipana for the smile of beauty, Trouchet for softer, lovelier hands. Ipana, Trouchet.
So for the smile of beauty, use Ipana twice a day. And to keep your hands looking lovely, just be sure that you use Trouchet.
No phone call from Duffy. That's funny. What time is it, Eddie?
3 weeks before Christmas.
Oh, that dirty Duffy. Yeah, that's why he ain't called.
You know, you got a present from him last year, didn't you?
Yeah. A gift certificate to Joe's push cart.
Well, now, have you selected your present for Mr. Duffy yet?
Well, to tell you the truth, Eddie, I've been giving it a lot of thought.
What are you giving him?
Nothing. After all, it's the thought that counts.
Well, Mr. Archie, about your present to me.
Yeah.
Don't give it a thought. What you gonna buy your girlfriend, Peaches Latour?
Peaches Latour? Oh, the striptease. I gave her the air, Eddie.
When?
When them new styles came in, she started wearing her dresses longer.
How much longer?
About 30 seconds. And on her, it don't look good. Well, I ain't seen her since I met Rene, you know, my present swain.
Oh, the little French filly?
Yeah.
How's that romance progressing?
Well, it's progressing a little faster than you are. I can't be too sure, Eddie. I don't seem to get nowhere. You know, she's got a phobia. Jean Seblanc records. Every time I go to hold her hand, she reaches for the phonograph. And I have to listen to that crummy French singing. Mums le cordon. Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, it's murder.
Jean Seblanc?
Yeah, French guy. Sort of a Bobby Breen with a beret. Now, one of them intimate singers. He intimates a lot of things in French that he could never get away with in English. This Rennie falls for him.
Yeah, well, how'd she happen to meet him?
She didn't, Eddie. That's the drought of it. She's just in love with his records. Every time I see her, I have to listen to them Seblanc records until the wax is coming out of my ears.
Oh, well, why don't you try scratching up the record?
I did. It only made him sound better. Day and night, she's listening to the guy. You know that little Victor dog that they got on phonographs?
Uh-huh.
On her machine, it's turned into a French poodle. I'm telling you, it's weird.
Hello, boys.
Oh, hello, Miss Duffy. Look, you're a woman. Let me put it this way. Could you fall in love with just a voice?
Your voice?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I lost it. You know,
it's a funny thing about voices, Archie. They're very deceiving.
Voices are deceiving. What do you mean?
Well, like last night. I'm walking down to Cohen's candy store, and I happened to pass Lefty's pool room.
Lefty's pool room? That ain't on the way to Cohen's candy store.
You go your way, and I'll go mine. Well, anyway, Suddenly, out of the darkness, I hear this soft, romantic, appealing voice.
What did the guy say?
Hiya, Toots. Well, the minute I heard him, I was just one big goose pimple.
Yeah, huh? What did you do?
Well, you know I'm not the kind of a girl that lets men pick me up. So I turned around and threw my handkerchief at him.
And then?
He picked it up, blew his nose, and ran away. I guess I showed him. So, like I say, voices are very deceiving.
That's what I've been telling Rennie. Imagine a dame falling in love with a guy just because she heard his voice on phonograph records.
Whose records?
John Sublime. The dame is silly.
Ridiculous.
Of course.
Because I'm in love with him.
At two, Miss Duffy?
I could wear out my needles just listening to him. Have you ever heard him sing Mansell?
300 and umpty times.
Me too. I've heard it so many times I could sing it backwards.
Now, don't exaggerate.
Who's exaggerating? Mansell Cafe, small
Oh, no, Miss Duffy. You dames is nuts. Look, did you ever get a good look at some of them crooners? Take that Sinatra, you know. You put an olive on one end of him, and you think he's an hors d'oeuvre. And that sloppy Crosby, and that Jolson, that old man down on his last knee. And this Sublime is probably even worse. If Rennie ever got a gander at... Hey, wait a minute. That's the cure. Give me that phone. Hello? Hotel Pierre? Look, honey, I would like to be connected with Jean Sublime's room. You're speaking from there. So many calls you had to move the switchboard up, huh? Well, tell him it's Western Union calling. Mm-hmm. Hello, Senor Sublime? Western Union. I have a message. It says, go immediately to Duffy's Tavern to attend a meeting of the United Nations. You're too busy, huh? It says further that there are strained relations between the United States and France. You can't be bothered. It says still further that one of them strained relations is a lady. You'll be right over, huh?
Archie, John Sublime is coming down here?
Yeah.
In his flesh?
Now, wait a minute. Decompose yourself, Miss Duffy.
Archie, do you think I got time to go to the beauty parlor before he gets here?
Well, do they do spot welding?
Don't be insulting. Call me at the beauty parlor as soon as he arrives.
Okay. Now, Eddie, give me that phone.
What are you going to do?
I got an idea that will turn that Sublime into a Frenchman's creep. Hello, Rennie. This is Dreamboat. Look, honey, how... No, Archie. Look, honey, how would you like to meet Sublime in person? Rennie, stop panting and answer my question. Well, sure, I got it all fixed up. He'll be here any minute, and as soon as he does, I'll call you. Okay, Rennie.
What's the idea?
The idea? Well, you know what them corners all look like, Eddie. I'm going to let the guy dig his grave with his own face.
All right.
Oh, hello, Finnegan. Where you been?
Oh, down to the corner.
What you been doing?
Oh, whistling at dogs.
Well, naturally, but why?
To get a date for me dog.
Can't your dog get his own dates?
You know dogs can't whistle.
Never thought about it in that light. Well, did you have any luck?
Nah. Dogs are pretty hard to pick up these days. But 3 dames gave me the eye.
good-looking dames?
Nah, dogs.
Well, what are you doing hanging around street corners? I thought you was going to do your Christmas shopping today.
I did, Art.
Yeah, huh? What'd you get?
Well, I got 2 hats for my brother.
2 hats?
Yeah. That's my brother Oswald.
Oh. How are they, by the way?
Oswald?
Yeah.
Oh, they're fine.
By the way, Finnegan, you know that Oswald sounds like he's got 2 heads. Finnegan, what would you like for Christmas?
Oh, I don't know. Just something simple. Some handkerchiefs, socks, ties, a windmill.
A windmill? Look, Finnegan, has Santa Claus ever seen you?
Why, Art?
Well, don't let him. He might quit believing in people.
You know, you hear about many different toothpastes these days, but of all these, only one toothpaste is recommended by more dentists than any other.
It's Ipana toothpaste. Ipana is recommended by dentists 2-to-1 over any other toothpaste. Not only that, Ipana is used by more dentists for their own personal use than any other toothpaste or powder, according to a recent nationwide survey.
Now, there must be a reason for this overwhelming preference by dentists for Ipana toothpaste. Try Ipana yourself. See how it can help your own teeth to a brightness, your smile to a loveliness you never thought possible. For Ipana not only cleans your teeth, but when followed by gentle gum massage, promotes the health of your gums. And firm, healthy gums are most important to the brightness of your teeth. So do as so many dentists recommend. Use Ipana toothpaste for your smile of beauty.
Eddie, I can't wait for that runner to get here. As soon as she meets this Sablon and sees how ugly he is, I'm a live duck.
Well, I hope it works.
It better. If it don't, I'm dead.
Good evening.
I ain't the only one. Just a second. Who are you?
I'm Jean Sablon. Who are you?
You're late, Mr. Archie.
You mean to tell me that you're Jean Sablon? You're even better looking than Hildegard. How come you ain't fat or skinny or something? And where's your toupee and your buck teeth?
Sorry, I haven't got any.
Oh, huh? And you got the nerve to call yourself a crooner? Frankly, I'm a little disappointed in you. You might at least have been hideous. This kind of cocks me idea into a hat. Well, thanks for dropping in, John. So long, old pal.
But Archie, this is not very polite.
Yeah, I guess we should be polite. Eddie, talk to the guy, will you?
Tell me, Mr. Sablon, what do you think of the tavern?
The tavern? Well, I think it is. How is the word? You know, my English is so.
Lousy?
That's the word.
I guess this is what the French call their garlic wit. Sneaks up on you.
Hi, Art. Who's the handsome guy?
Stop rubbing it in, will you? This is Monsieur Sablon of Paris.
Oh, I am Monsieur Finnegan of Third Avenue.
And this is what is known as going from the sublime to the ridiculous.
I'm delighted to know you, Monsieur Finnegan.
Oh, she talks funny.
Well, it's an accent. The guy's got an umlaut in his mouth.
I said, how can you understand him?
You ain't supposed to understand him. He's a romantic singer. Now, beat it, will you? I got business. Look, John, I'd like to have a man-to-man talk with you. Suppose you had a dame, and every time you tried to hold her hand, she played a phonograph record. Tell me, what would you do?
On or off the record?
Off the record.
Well, I'd tell her how beautiful she looks. Then I'd hold her close. Then I whisper sweet nothings to her.
Look, I can get the same results with a fast beer. Ain't you got nothing different?
Well, next I would sing to her some little love song like this.
Oh, please, John, don't bother, huh?
No, it's not bother.
Oh, dear.
On the rue
Again,
de la
I have to listen to this
Paix,
stuff.
there was once a cabaret, and maybe as the night went along, there was suddenly a song, and maybe all the world seems to say that they love the cabaret and Mimi. But I knew that when she'd see me, Mimi sang for me alone. Only for me and no other, her lips were singing such a sweet refrain. Though now she sings to another, in my heart the song will remain. Près de la rue de la Paix, il y a un cabaret, and Mimi. Now I'm sitting sad and dreaming, just for Mimi and her song.
Ennui. Look, Jean, this dame I was talking to you about.
Dame?
This croquette.
Oh, what about her?
Well, you know how silly some dames are. This one is nuts about you. If I get her on the phone, would you please insult her and discourage her?
Well, why not?
Okay, it's a deal. Hello, Rene. John Sablon is here, and he'd like to talk to you. Okay, John, here.
Hello.
Insult her.
Certainly. Hello. Rene? Listen. What's the idea of double-crossing my friend Archie? What? Archie? She's French.
Yeah.
Oh, and what a beautiful voice.
Well, she's a beautiful dame.
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Hello, René. Qu'est-ce que je veux dire?
Attaboy.
Vous avez une bien jolie voix, la voix d'un ange.
That's murder.
Oh, ma petite.
Ma petite? Look, John, you don't have to overdo the insult. Now, go ahead.
Bon, mais naturellement. Oh, mais bien sûr, je serais heureux de vous rencontrer. Alors, je vous attends ici, chez Duffy.
John, what is this? Chez Duffy?
A big insult, Archie.
It's a big insult, huh?
Yes, I say she's a bigger pig than Duffy.
Bigger pig than Duffy? Well, that ought to do it.
Alors, René, hein? À bientôt. Au revoir. Well, Archie, we're all picked up.
Good. Thanks a million, John.
Mr. Archie.
Yeah, Eddie?
A word.
Excuse me, John. What is it, Eddie?
That phone call that Mr. Sablon just made in French
Yeah?
wasn't kosher.
What do you mean wasn't kosher? He called her a ma petite, didn't he?
Yeah, but look here in this French dictionary. Ma petite, a term of endearment.
A term of endearment? That Lend-Lease Lanny Ross. Eddie, quick. What's the translation of Je t'aime ici chez Duffy?
Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Je t'aime ici chez. That means I will meet you at. Now, if you can figure out what Duffy means, you got the answer.
Dirty double-crosser. That son of Ox Charles Boyer. Sablon, come here. Look, you low French heel. What's the idea of undergrounding me?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What's the idea of making passes at my dame?
I'm French.
That's a flimsy excuse. Who do you think you're dealing with?
Who?
I'll tell you who you're dealing with. Drop dead. That's who you're dealing with.
Archie, you cannot talk like that to a Frenchman. I demand satisfaction.
Okay, I'll give you satisfaction.
Do you choose pistol or sword?
I choose... What's this guy talking about? Pistols or sword? You don't mean you want a duel?
Yes, it's the only way I can avenge my honor.
Yeah. But you know, dueling is illegal. It's barbaric. Furthermore, a guy could be killed that way.
Archie, you promised to give me satisfaction.
Well, I'm satisfied right now. Look, can't we just forget the whole thing, ma petite?
Archie, you are a coward.
A coward? At the moment, yes. But just give me a couple of minutes to figure my way out of this, and we'll see how much of a coward I am.
I guess there isn't a woman listening who isn't interested in trying something different when it comes to making herself lovelier.
What a question, Mr. Stewart. Of course we're interested.
Well, this concerns lovelier hands. It's a new and really different idea in hand lotions. It's Trouchet, the beforehand lotion.
Oh?
Trouchet, the beforehand lotion. There's never been anything like it. For besides using Trouchet as you use other hand lotions, you can also use it beforehand.
Before what?
Before you do dishes or light laundry. Before you put your hands in that hot, soapy water.
And what's the point of that?
Because Trouchet guards hands when they need protection. Trouchet even guards hands when they're in hot, soapy water. And that's where most of the damage is done.
Oh, of course it is. Why, hot, soapy dishwater plays havoc with my hands, particularly in winter.
Then try Trouchet for its wonderful protection. You'll love to use Trouchet, too. It's creamy and fragrant. A perfect hand lotion that will fill every lotion need. So why not begin today to use Trouchet? T-R-U-S-H-A-Y.
Terrible. A duel yet. Eddie, I'm too young to die.
Is that all that's bothering you?
Well, what really burns me up, though, is that just last week I paid a doctor $10 for a complete physical checkup. Eddie, how are we going to get out of this?
We?
Eddie, please, stop talking French at a time like this. We've got enough trouble.
Well, Archie, I'm ready. How do you wish to die?
How about old age?
No, please, no jokes. It is your life or mine.
Have a choice? Okay, I'll take yours. After all, it's only a girl.
Which do you prefer, pistols or sword?
Which do you prefer?
I will use a sword.
Okay, I'll use a pistol.
No, we must both use the same weapon.
Oh, we do, huh? Well, how good are you with a pistol?
Well, you mean the British Webley automatic or the Smith & Wesson 45 caliber and the 38 frame?
How are you with a sword?
Well, do you mean épées, rapiers, swords, or sabers?
Eddie, what am I going to do with this guy?
Fry spelling bee. Come to think of it, you couldn't beat him at that neither.
Wait a minute, Sublime. I just remembered that the duel is off.
Why?
We ain't got no pistols.
What about swords?
We ain't got them neither.
Arch, what about them 2 swords hanging on the wall in the back room?
And again.
The back room? I'll get them.
Oh, this is terrible. Wait a minute. Eddie. Hey, I got an idea. We're fighting this duel over a beautiful dame, ain't we?
Yeah.
Would a Frenchman fight over an ugly dame?
No.
Give me that phone. Hello? Beauty parlor? Miss Duffy, please. Retread. Hello? Hello, Miss Duffy? You gotta get over here right away. Yeah, he's here. Okay.
Well, here are the swords.
Oh, yeah, the swords.
Which one do you want?
I'll take both of them. Look, Sublime, I was just thinking, we can't fight this duel.
Why not?
Well, to fight a duel, you're supposed to have a second, ain't you?
Yes.
Well, I ain't got one.
Don't worry, Arch. I'll be your second.
Oh, that vinegar.
Let's get started. 1, 2, 3. On guard.
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 On guard. All right, quit stalling, will you?
Well, I guess this is it. On guard.
We fight for the honor of this Ronnie.
Archie, put down that sword.
Europa, she finally got here.
Now, just a second. Who is this?
Archie, stop playing soldier and introduce me.
Okay. John, off guard. Miss Sublime, this is La Belle Duffy. Renee Duffy.
Archie, you mean over this we have been fighting?
Yep, take a good look at her. What have you got to say for yourself?
My honor has been avenged. Good night.
Hello? Oh, hello, Rennie. No, he just left. Huh? Well, he's handsome and attractive and charming and everything, but confidentially, I think the guy is a bit of a coward.
If the man sitting next to you right now happens to be your husband, and if said husband is a very grouchy one because he's suffering from a cold, play it smart, little lady. Help the old sourpuss get quick relief from his cold misery with Minute Rub, a modern chest rub. Rub Minute Rub on his throat, chest, and back. In a minute, Minute Rub's soothing menthol vapors begin to clear that stuffed-up feeling in the nose and throat. In a minute, Minute Rub helps bring a feeling of warmth and relief to those tight, sore, aching muscles brought on by your cold. So get a tube of Minute Rub and get quick relief from annoying cold misery the modern way. The greaseless, stainless Minute Rub way. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday, when our guest will be Miss Esther Williams. Until next Wednesday, then, this is Jay Stewart reminding you that for the smile of beauty, remember Ipana toothpaste. And for softer, lovelier hands, remember True Shea, the beforehand lotion. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers bring you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
take you now to Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. The program you're about to hear is brought to you with a wish that your Christmas may be merry and that the new year for all of us be a happy and a peaceful one.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meat to eat. Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Hello, Duffy. Huh? Look, please don't give me that Merry Christmas stuff. I sound like I got up on the wrong side of the floor this morning. Look, Duffy, I had one eggnog. Just happened that I hit some bad nutmeg. Huh? Well, if you want to know, I'm a little sore about your gratuity for Christmas. That lousy Christmas card. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. P.S. After you read this, get back to work. Fine sentiment this time of the year. Well, after 9 years, I thought maybe I might get some little present. Some little luxury. Some little thing I wouldn't think of getting for myself. Like money. Huh? Look, Duffy. Someday you're going to leave this vale of tears. You're going to leave it with your pockets bulging with bills, but I'm warning you. Where you're going, you're going to find that paper money ain't going to last long. I leave you with that thought for today. Christmas. 7 days a week, 18 hours a day. I work my grindstone to the nose. What do I get? Nothing but gratitude. And very little of that.
Merry Christmas, Miss Archie.
What's so merry about it, Eddie? Starvation wages, no dough to buy nothing.
Oh, you got a little dough.
Yeah, but how far will it take me with the present prices of economics? The landlady sends me a notice. From the first of the year on, your apartment will be $9 a month. $9 for 4 lousy rooms.
Does that include bath?
Who knows? Never get to see the place the way I have to work around here, but does Duffy care?
Well, don't let it get you, Mr. Archie. See, this is the time of the year to forget your trouble.
Yeah.
Christmas is a time when you should be thinking about helping other people out.
Helping other people out, huh? When Gorilla Hogan got drunk and nasty here last night and started picking on me, did you help me out?
I couldn't. See, I was back in the kitchen cooking.
What takes a half an hour to cook?
With Gorilla Hogan drunk and nasty, a couple of 3-minute eggs.
That's what I'm talking about. When I'm in a fight and I need help, you disappear.
Yeah, but you always bragging about what a wonderful fighter you are.
You certainly picked the funniest times to start believing me. Yeah, give me that Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Merry Christmas, Miss Duff.
Archie, I said Merry Christmas.
Are you kidding? What have I got to be merry about working for that cheapskate old man of yours?
Archie, you just don't know Papa. He really isn't cheap.
No, that's right. Once, in an outburst of generosity, he gave away his toenail clippings. What about the time he took your old lady on their honeymoon? Where did they go?
Niagara Falls.
That's what he told everybody, Niagara Falls. But what he really did, they stayed home and your old man let the water run in the bathtub while he showed your mother a box of shredded wheat. Tell me how cheap the guy is. Just a minute. Hello? Oh, just a second. It's your girlfriend, Vera Fogarty.
Oh, thanks. Hello, Vera. How did you do with Santa Claus? Okay, but no presents, huh? You just can't have everything, Vera. What's on your mind? A dance? Where? At the Y? M or W? The YW, huh? Well, okay, Vera, I'll go. But this time you've got to lead. All right. Okay, I'll meet you at Schimmelbacher's. Well, so long, everybody. I got a heavy date. What are you going to do tonight, Archie?
Me? I think I'll just spend a quiet evening standing around disappointing pickpockets.
Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Doc. A Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, hello, Finnegan.
Ain't you gonna wish me a Merry Christmas?
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Did you hang up your stocking?
Oh, no. I hung up my stocking last year, and it was a bum idea.
A bum idea?
Yeah, the blood kept rushing to me head.
Finnegan, what I meant was, did you get any presents for Christmas?
Oh, dear, a few things, Arch. My mother gave me some building blocks, monogrammed, of course. And my sister gave me a bottle of bubble bath.
Bubble bath?
Yeah, and is that stuff a fake?
What do you mean a fake?
I sat in the tub and took 4 drinks of it, and I couldn't even blow a single bubble. Well, I just dropped in to say hello. I gotta run along, Arch.
You gotta run along? Where you going?
I'm going over to sing Christmas carols.
Oh, yeah? Where?
At Watermagut's.
Oh.
You going over, Arch?
No, I'm not.
How come?
Didn't invite me.
Oh. Well, I'll be seeing you, Arch.
Finnegan, you mean you ain't gonna spend Christmas with me like you usually do?
Well, Arch, I thought you was going to McGuck's too, so I accepted. Hey, you ain't sore, are you?
No. Why should I be sore? Go ahead. Have a good time.
Well, Merry Christmas, Arch.
Merry Christmas, Clifton. Fine Christmas. No bonus. Your friends walk out on you. The next guy that says Merry Christmas to me, I'm going to punch him right in the nose. What's the use? Eddie.
Yes?
Eddie, turn on the radio, will you? Maybe it'll snap me out of this mood.
Okay.
Eddie, that Christmas music. Take it off, will you? Get me something with some pep in it.
Okay, I'll try another station.
Eddie, please, I asked you, didn't I?
Well, Miss Archie, I don't think there's anything on the radio but Christmas music.
Well, keep pushing them buttons. There must be something else on the air. Eddie, what are you trying to do? Drive me nuts?
Look there, I'm running out of buttons.
Okay, forget about it. Well, I think we better lock up the place. It's getting late.
Okay. I'll go clean up the kitchen.
All right, do that. This Christmas music. I ain't got enough trouble at this time of the year. They got to put on music that makes them even sadder.
Hello there, Archie.
Huh? Hey, how did you get in here?
Walked in.
That's funny. I thought I just locked the door. It was closing up.
Oh, and maybe I'd better leave.
Listen, you said Archie. How did you know my name?
Well, I've heard about you.
Oh, well, I'm pretty well known around here. Will you have a little drink, bud?
No, I don't think so.
Go ahead, it's on the house.
On the house?
Sure, it's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, huh?
Well, anyway, it's a day in December. What'll you have?
Well, maybe I'll take a glass of water.
Water here? You kidding? Here, mister, we got some pretty good wine here. At least have a glass of wine, huh? Look, I never seen you around here before. How did you happen to come in here to the tavern?
Oh, I was just walking around, saw the lights, thought I'd drop in. You don't think much of Christmas, do you, Archie?
Oh, you got me wrong. I love it. I wouldn't be without it. Good old Christmas. It's the time of the year when after you work for a guy for 9 years and knock your brains out, he says to you, Merry Christmas, Archie. The time when even your closest friend walks out on you.
Well, maybe there's another side to Christmas.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, like the look on a kid's face when he sees what Santa Claus has left in his stocking.
Uh-huh.
Or like the feeling in a man's heart when his family's around him on Christmas Eve.
You see, Christmas isn't a thing you can reach out and touch, Archie. It's a thing inside us.
Look, Bud, I can see you've been running around with a different class of people. Around this neighborhood, every guy is out for himself.
Oh, I don't know. I think this neighborhood and the people are pretty much the same as most others.
Oh, I know he's a stranger.
Well, I could be wrong. Why don't you and I take a little walk?
You mean you want to see for yourself?
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little fresh air will do you good, Archie.
Fresh air? Are you inferring this joint is an incinerator?
Well, no.
Well, it is. Come on, let's go. Hey, Eddie, keep an eye on the joint, will you? Listen to that, will you? Not only don't you only get it over the radio, you can't even walk along a public street with them belting it at you.
I kind of like it.
You like it? Well, everybody to his own poison. Did you ever listen to the words of that tune?
Did you?
I should. I had to listen to them all day. All is calm, all is bright. How do you like that? The world is a mess. Everybody has his hand in the other guy's pocket, but don't make no difference to the guy that wrote that song. To him, all is bright.
Well, maybe the guy that wrote that song was thinking about something in men's hearts. Something that shines a little brighter on a day like this. Didn't you ever sing Christmas carols, Archie?
Oh, yeah. Christmas carols, sure, when I was a punk kid and I didn't know no better. But you have to grow up someday.
Now, that's the trouble with a lot of us. Maybe we're not growing up. Maybe we're just losing track of things that matter.
Like what?
Oh, things like faith, tolerance, human kindness.
That's nice. And where does one find them things?
You don't find them, Archie. You give them. It's a funny thing. The more you give, the more you have. Say, why don't we drop in over there?
Huh?
Across the street.
Across the street? That's a church.
Yeah, I know. Why don't we drop in for a second?
Into a church?
Why not?
But I wouldn't know how to act.
You, don't go to church, huh?
Well, no, I'm not rapping it, you know. It's just that there's two types of guys when it comes to going to church. There's them that does and them that don't. I happen to be the type that don't.
Well, now, why don't you just drop in with me for a second?
Well, I guess if I go with somebody else, it won't count against me. Funny thing, now, you know, to take a look at you, I wouldn't figure that you was the religious type.
No?
No, but that's what I say. You never can tell about people. Okay, leave us go in.
Nice in here, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's kind of quiet.
Yeah. I guess this is one of the few places left where you can find peace and quiet.
That's what I can't understand. People just come in here and they sit. They just sit. They don't do nothing.
Oh, yes, they do. They pray, meditate. Some of them even come in here to keep warm.
Couldn't they do that just as well at home?
Maybe some of them don't have a home.
You see? That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a pretty tough world.
It'd be tougher if they didn't have a place like this to come to. Didn't you ever pray, Archie?
Oh, sure, when I was a kid. What was that prayer again they learned us? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, well, you know the thing I mean. But, look, mister, please, leave us get out of here and begin to get the heebie-jeebies.
All right.
Look, just a second, bud.
What are you doing?
Well, the sign says help the poor, don't it?
I thought you believed in everybody helping themselves.
Well, I do, but tonight maybe I'm a little superstitious.
Or maybe it's just because it's Christmas.
Look, mister, please, don't start with that peace on earth stuff, will you? I told you I'd take you around, show you the neighborhood and what it's really like now. Please, let's keep it that way.
That's your Christmas night edition here, paper.
Just a minute, I want to pick up a paper.
Paper?
Yeah, from that crippled kid there. Nice kid, Jimmy Turner.
Crippled, huh?
Yeah, he ain't walked in years, but he's always got a smile for everybody, and I like to help him out once in a while.
Paper, read all about it. Get your paper.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Archie. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, kid. Oh, Jimmy, it's a little tough not being able to walk, isn't it?
I ain't kicking. I can yell. That's all I need for this racket.
What'd you get for Christmas, Jimmy?
Nothing much. But it's okay. I got my Christmas present last summer.
Last summer?
Yeah. One of my customers took me up to the Yankee Stadium to see the Yanks play.
You like the Yanks, Jimmy?
Like 'em. Did you ever see that DiMaggio play ball?
Oh, give me a paper, son.
Okay, mister. Here you are. Latest edition.
Thanks, kid. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, mister.
You were talking about Joe DiMaggio, Jimmy.
Oh, boy, what a ball player. That DiMaggio's the greatest outfielder in the world. And the way that guy can pull him.
Jimmy, do you know who that was who bought the paper just now?
Who?
That was Joe DiMaggio.
You're kidding.
No, look at him. He just stopped there by that streetlight.
Joe DiMaggio? You mean Joe bought a paper from me and I didn't even recognize him?
Wait a minute. Maybe I can get him to come back. Hey, DiMaggio. Hey, DiMaggio. Hey, you.
You calling me?
Yes. You know, you've got quite an admirer in that crippled newsboy over there.
Me?
Yeah. Now look. You're Joe DiMaggio. And if that kid could shake hands with you, it'd be the best Christmas present he ever got. Would you do it?
Of course I will. Be glad to. Come on, let's go over to him.
No, just a minute. Let him walk over to you.
But, mister, I told you the kid can't walk.
Well, let's find out, Archie. Oh, Jimmy. Joe DiMaggio wants to shake hands with you.
Yeah, come on, Jimmy. Come on over and shake hands.
But, gee, Joe, don't you see? I can't.
Come on, Jimmy.
Joe, I'm walking. Mash. You see what I'm doing to Mash? I'm walking.
I can't understand it. It's positively incredible.
What's the matter?
That kid back there. I seen him sitting in that corner like that for the past 6 years, and tonight the kid is walking.
Maybe he could have walked all the time.
No, he couldn't. You did it. You did it by telling him that was Joe DiMaggio.
It was.
Now, look, you can fool a kid, but don't try to fool me. It couldn't have been DiMaggio.
No?
Certainly not. I just read in the papers this morning DiMaggio was spending Christmas with his family in San Francisco. Hey, look, this thing is getting a little weird.
Nice town, San Francisco.
Huh? Oh. Well, I ain't never been that far west. San Francisco your hometown?
No.
Where you from?
I'm from the east.
The east? What town?
A small town called Bethlehem.
Bethlehem, huh? Hey, you know anybody in Allentown?
I might.
A guy by the name of Lou Grant?
Lou Grant? Does he run a bar and grill on Front Street?
Yeah, that's the guy. Well, you sure get around, don't you? What are you, one of them traveling salesmen or something?
Well, I guess you might call me that. Well, say, what's the excitement? What's the crowd doing in front of that hotel?
Where? Oh, yeah. Hey, lady, what's going on here?
That man up there on the ledge.
Where?
Up there on the window ledge of the hotel. He says he's going to jump at midnight.
Why?
I don't know. I guess he's crazy. He says he never wants to see another Christmas.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, you can hardly blame the guy. Wait. There goes the chimes. Must be 11:45. Let me check my watch here. Yeah. Guy's got exactly 15 minutes before he jumps. Let's stick around.
Are you sure of the time?
Well, certainly. I always set me watch by them chimes.
Well, how long has he been up there?
Oh, for hours. The police have been trying to find his wife.
His wife?
Yes. They think maybe if they found her, she could talk him out of it.
Come on, Archie.
Where are you going?
I'd like to talk to that fellow.
You're crazy. They ain't going to let you in that hotel. Look at the cops guarding the doorway. Besides, you can't do nothing with a guy like that. He's nuts.
I'd like to talk to him anyway.
Okay, have it your way. We'll tell the cops we live in a hotel. But I better go along with you.
Hey, wait a minute, you. Where do you think you're going?
We live here. Me and me friend here was just going up to our suite.
You and what friend?
That guy there. That guy that just walked in.
Nobody walked in this hotel, Bud. And nobody's going to walk in.
Okay, so nobody walked in. What am I going to do, argue with you? I'm telling you, I just come in with the guy.
Look, son, why don't you go home and sleep it off?
Listen, you. Don't come near and try to grab me. If you do, I'll jump.
I'm not going to grab you. I just came to talk to you. To see if maybe I could change your mind.
It's too late to change my mind. As soon as those chimes ring, I'm jumping. I'm not afraid to die.
Maybe you're afraid to live. A lot of people are.
What have I got to live for?
What have any of us got to live for? Look at those people down there on the street, hundreds of them, waiting for a ray of hope, a sign of courage in this frightened world. What you're doing might extinguish the last spark of faith in many of their tired hearts.
Their tired hearts. At least their wives are with them at Christmas. Come on, chimes, ring. Ring. Let's get it over with.
Your wife means a lot to you, doesn't she?
If she didn't, do you think I'd be up here? I haven't had one peaceful moment since she left me.
Well, why did she leave you?
Because I was a fool. But it's too late to think of that. Oh, why don't those chimes ring out and get it over with? What's slowing them up?
Nothing's slowing them up. It's just that in these last moments, the seconds seem like years.
Paul?
Anne.
Yes, darling, it's me.
Oh, Anne.
Paul.
Thank God you've come back.
My darling.
Those chimes. I was going to jump when I heard that.
Yes, I know. I was afraid I was too late. Thank God I got here in time.
Hello, Archie. Glad I found you again.
Hey, it's you. How did you do it, mister? How'd you stop that guy from jumping?
Just talked to him till his wife came. She just got there in time.
Yeah. Funny how she just got there in time, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, it happens I was looking at me watch, timing it out to see when the guy was going to jump.
So?
Them chimes rang 4 minutes late.
Maybe your watch is slow.
Oh, no, it ain't. Remember, I checked it with the chimes a little while ago, and them bells has never been wrong. Look, come on. Leave us get out of here. I'm getting back to the tavern. This is a little too screwy for me.
Okay, we'll take a cab. There's an empty one.
Where to, fellas?
We want to go to Duffy's Tavern, quick.
Okay. How about a little music?
Wait a minute. There it is. Driver, please. Take that thing off of there, will you? Get something else.
Okay.
Oh, what the use? Leave it on there. Look, mister.
Yeah?
You know something? You stay pretty calm considering all the crazy things that have been happening tonight. It's a little weird. First the newsboy, then the guy on the window ledge.
Well, we all have our troubles, Archie. We all get off the track once in a while. We just need something bigger than ourselves to steer us straight.
You mean something like religion?
Call it that. Call it human kindness, tolerance, understanding.
Begin to see what you mean. Hey, driver, watch out for that guy. Look, don't worry, taxi. It wasn't your fault. The guy walked right out in front of you.
Yeah. Did you see him, mister? He walked right out in front of me.
Let's see how badly he's hurt.
Hey, we better call a cop.
Hey, here comes the cop now.
All right. Stand back. Give the poor devil a chance. Now, what happened here?
Well, the guy walked right out in front of the cab.
Yeah, the driver's right, officer. It wasn't the taxi's fault. We was riding along, and all of a sudden this guy stepped right out in front of the cab. Like he was blind.
Hey, wait a minute. He is a blind man. There's his cane there.
Here, maybe I can help him.
Wait a minute, you. Take your hands off him. It's against the law. Wait till the ambulance gets here.
Against the law to help someone?
You heard me. You never know when you're doing them more harm than good.
All right, officer, just as you say.
Hey, wait a minute. Look. The guy's getting up.
What hit me? The crowd. The noise.
I was all confused. Tell me, what? Oh, wait a minute. Lights and faces. I can see.
Easy now, mister. You'd better not try to get up.
I'm all right, I tell you. And I can see. For the first time since Okinawa, I can see.
I didn't mean to hit you, Bud.
You didn't mean to hit him. You done him a favor. The guy says he can see. Hey, the shock must have given back his sight.
No, it wasn't that. Someone touched me. I felt a cool hand. And the minute he touched me, I was all right. Where is he?
Come on, Archie, let's go. We've done all we can.
Well, it certainly is good to be back in the tavern again. I think we better have a little drink, though. You want to finish your wine, Bud?
No, thanks.
You know something? I'm all mixed up.
Mixed up?
Yeah, about this Christmas stuff.
Well, you see, Archie, as I said, Christmas isn't just a date on a calendar. Or a wreath in a window or a song. It's something in men's hearts. They can let it die or keep it in their hearts the year round.
365 days of Christmas. You know, it's a funny thing. If you'd said that to me a little while ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But now I don't know. But wait a second. I'd like to turn on the radio a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, that's a good one. Wonder what happened to that silent night. What do you think of that? All night long they played that same tune and it drove me nuts. Now all of a sudden I got a feeling I'd kind of like to hear it again.
Mr. Archie.
Huh? What is it, Eddie?
I finally got you some dance music on the radio.
Eddie, I don't want no dance music. Turn it off, will you?
I wish you'd make up your mind.
Look, mister, until you walked in here today, Hey, Eddie, what happened to that guy I was talking to?
Well, nobody talking to you.
You're nuts. He was standing here at the bar. He came in with me.
Mr. Archie, please, there's nobody here.
No? Maybe it was all... Eddie, you sure that there was nobody here?
No. You must have been seeing things.
Maybe you're right. Wait a minute. This glass of wine here. The glass is half empty.
Huh?
Nothing, Eddie, nothing. Just leave me alone for a little while, will you?
Okay. Good night, Miss Archie.
Good night, Eddie. Eddie?
Yeah?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, thanks, Miss Archie. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Good night.
Good night. Christmas. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
To you with every good wish for a very merry, a very happy Christmas.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
It's Wednesday night, so we take you now to Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner.
Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana toothpaste for the smile of beauty and Vitalis for well-groomed hair. Ipana, Vitalis.
So for the smile of beauty, use Ipana twice a day. And man, your hair will look neater when it's groomed the Vitalis way.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you leave me to eat? Archie, the manager's speaking. Duffy ain't here. Hello, Duffy. How's things? Well, I'd say that our business is on a very solid foundation.
Yeah, on the rock.
What, Duffy? Yeah, the spring cleaning is all finished. And, there wasn't as much dirt as you'd expect.
With all them leaks in the ceiling, there's been a good deal of natural erosion.
Please. Yeah, Duffy, we gave the place a thorough cleaning. And funny thing happened, Remember that black cat of ours? After 5 years, we found out she's really white. Huh? Just a second, I'll find out. Eddie, after we cleaned up the place, what did you do with all the extra dirt, he wants to know?
I dumped it into the cellar.
Oh, he dumped it into the cellar?
Yeah. Now you got to walk up one flight to get down to the cellar.
What, Duffy? Huh? Clean the wall? Look, Duffy, if I scrape one more layer of dirt off of that wall, we'll all be next door. And incidentally, as long as I've been doing all this extra work, what about raising me salary? $15 a week ain't to be sneezed at? Duffy, these days, $15 a week is gone before you can say Gesundheit. Now, look, I'm going to give you a choice. Will you give me a raise and hang up the phone, or shall I keep standing here telling you what a cheap, contemptible crumb you are?
How'd you make out?
You dropped another nickel on the phone.
Say, men, what do you want from a hair preparation? You want your hair to look well-groomed, don't you?
Sure I do. But the trouble is, when I put on a hair preparation, my hair gets all greasy. It looks terrible, and I don't like that.
Most men don't. That's why they switch to Vitalis. Vitalis and the famous 60-second workout. For Vitalis is one hair grooming preparation that tames down dry, unruly hair with a natural look, but without giving you a trace of that greasy patent leather shine.
What's Vitalis got that makes it so different?
It's what Vitalis hasn't got that makes it so different. Vitalis does not contain one single drop of mineral oil, only pure vegetable oils that prevent dryness and give your hair a neat, masculine look. Give yourself the famous Vitalis 60-second workout. See how it loosens your tight, dry scalp with a refreshing, tingling stimulation. Routs loose dandruff, too, and helps retard excessive falling hair. You feel good, you look good, and all in just 60 seconds. So to look your best tomorrow, get a bottle of Vitalis tonight.
Eddie, answer that phone. Tell that Duffy that he's an underhanded rat, a snake, a double-dealing swine, and a two-faced skunk, and that I'm up at the zoo getting some new ideas.
Miss Archie, I can't.
Tell him he's a baboon, a bottleneck, a big bum and a brow-beaten boor.
Hello. Duffy's Tavern, Eddie, the keeper of the bees, speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Duffy. Miss Archie? Well, he's busy here with some very big names.
Go ahead. Tell him what I said, that dirty crumb.
Hello, Mr. Duffy. Mr. Archie say he's impatient with you. Well, that's what he said. Yeah, but these things always lose a little something in the translation.
Give me that phone. Now, look, Duffy, for the last time, either I ought to get a raise or I quit. Huh? Okay, I know you love me like a son, but... Yes, I realize the job is steady. Been with you a long time. Yes, I know that at times you have spoken kindly to me. Yes, you did give me my first chance, that's true. Huh? Will I take a cut? You crumb! That's the thanks I get after all of these years. Years of toil and sweat. Years of keeping me nose to the grindstone.
Yeah, and your shoulder to the wheel.
Right.
And your ear to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And your eye on the ball.
Right.
Right. Too bad you never found time to do some work.
I'll ignore that. That tightwad. And with all that dough, too, what's he going to do with it? He can't take it with him.
Maybe not, but as soon as he finds out which way he's going, 3 to 1, he'll make arrangements to have it shipped.
What a fiend in human form.
Archie, I want to talk to you.
Well, if it ain't man's best friend. Good evening, Miss Duffy.
Archie, why do you have these fights with Papa? You know his boss is worse than his fight.
That's only because he ain't got no teeth.
But you shouldn't holler at him like you do. After all, he's an old man, and you're like a son to him. Even more than I am.
Well, I just can't stand him.
Archie, how about that time you had your tonsils taken out? Who was it paid the hospital bills?
Who paid? Miss Duffy, I was in a county hospital, and the county paid the bill.
Granted. But who pays taxes to the country?
Look, Miss Duffy, stop making like a bluebird. Take this job, and I'm going to quit it. What a dope I was ever to leave Flyshacker, Bushwhacker, Millstone, and Briggs. Who? That law firm that I used to work for. Flyshacker, Bushwhacker, Millstone, and Briggs.
What did you do?
What do you think I did?
Wash windows?
That was just a lucky guess. But at the same time, I was training to be a lawyer. In fact, do you know what Flyshacker used to call me?
Hey, stupid?
That was Millstone. Flyshacker used to call me his corpus delicti. Really loved me, you know. Not only that, but he had great confidence in me legal knowledge. In fact, I often heard Flyshacker say to Bushwhacker, someday that Archie's going to be a real shyster.
You sure was a sucker to quit that job if Flyshacker and Bushwhacker took that much interest in you.
Well, Briggs was even more interested. In fact, I spent most of my time in Briggs' office.
Why was that?
Briggs was a dame. Yeah, learned a lot of law from Briggs, too. I used to go to court with her and watch her exhibit her briefs. What a lawyer she was. When she got through with a jury, they didn't know whether they was coming or going.
What?
Oh, no. Hiya, Finnegan.
And how's your wife and kids?
The what? Finnegan, are you nuts? I ain't married.
I know, Art, but it seems such a friendly way to open the conversation.
I'm glad you dropped in. We were just talking about the old days when I studied law with Flyshacker, Bushwhacker, Millstone, and Briggs. Remember what smart lawyers they was, Finnegan?
Oh, sure. Especially that Flyshacker. But that guy could take a look at a contract and in 30 seconds he could tell you whether it was verbal or written.
Yeah, them was the days. I often wonder what Flyshacker looks like today. Last time I seen him was years ago when I testified in court.
When was that?
When Colucci's horse bit the street cleaner. Remember? I was a witness for the horse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. And boy, what a horse's witness you were.
Yeah, that's what Flyshacker said at the time.
I remember that very... Hey, wait a minute, Art. I forgot that you studied law. Maybe you can help me out. You know, me father's been having a little trouble with the traffic cops.
Trouble?
Yeah. For the last month, the cops been giving him a ticket for parking in front of our house.
So?
So every morning, the old man's been going down to court and paying a fine.
Well, then why don't he stop parking there?
How can he? It ain't his car.
Well, if the car is parked in front of your house and it don't belong to your old man, why does he pay the fine?
It's cheaper than moving the house.
Now, Finnegan, if Brains was borscht, you couldn't get on the menu at Lindy's. Now, stop worrying about your troubles. I got troubles of my own.
Good evening, Archie, me boy.
Oh, hello, Officer Clancy. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I'm a little worried about Mrs. Clancy's health, though.
Why? What's wrong with her?
Nothing.
Clancy, Clancy, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Every night you come in here and rap your wife. Don't you ever wake up hating yourself in the morning?
That's the one advantage of being married to Mrs. Clancy. If I don't hate myself in the morning, she does.
Yeah, but why keep knocking? If you feel that way about her, why don't you divorce her?
Well, what's the use?
What do you mean, what's the use?
Archie, a friend of mine divorced his wife, and every week for 10 years, he had to pay her a great big alimony. So what happened? Last week, he turned around and married her again.
Why?
For her money. Well, Archie, I'll be seeing you. I got to go to court.
You're going to court?
Yes, I've got to testify. It seems that one of Grogan's employees had an accident. A beer keg fell on his head, and he's suing Grogan.
Suing Grogan, yeah. Has he got a case?
Oh, a very good case. The law says if an employee gets hurt during business hours, the boss is responsible for damages.
That's one way of getting a raise.
What?
Nothing, Clancy. I'll see you later.
So long, Archie.
Say, Eddie.
Yes?
I just happened to recall a bit of legal knowledge. Do you know that if an employee in Duffy's Tavern was hurt, say he had a leg or an arm broken, that we could sue Duffy for plenty?
Which employee did you have in mind?
Eddie, you got to do it. It's the only honest legal means I've got of getting a raise out of Duffy.
Miss Archie, a broken arm.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll settle for a finger.
Finger? But what about my piano lesson?
You don't take piano lessons.
I start tomorrow.
Just a fair weather friend, huh? Okay, I'll get somebody else.
Say, Art,
Finnegan. Just the man I'm looking for. Finnegan, I got a business proposition for you.
Oh, fine, Art. I've been looking for a good business proposition.
Yeah. How would you like to break your arm?
Well, I was thinking of opening a hot dog stand, but if that's the trend. So, which arm do I break, Art?
Well, what's the difference?
There's a lot of difference. My left arm is shorter. See? It only hangs to me knees.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, we'll break your leg.
What's it worth?
$10.
How much for 2 legs?
$20.
I see. How much for 3 legs?
What do you care? You only got 2 legs.
You seem to forget I'm still a growing boy.
To start with, we'll just break 1 leg. Now, stop being a pig.
Just a minute, Art. If I break this leg, would they send me to the hospital?
Probably.
Would I have to take ether?
Ether? I suppose so.
Then the deal is off. That stuff wakes me up. Art, look. Why don't you break a leg?
Me? Break my own leg?
Yeah.
What are you, a sadist?
Well, sorry, I said it.
Now, wait a minute. It don't have to be a real accident, does it? It could fake. Yeah. Give me that phone. Mr. Duffy, this here's the legal firm of Burke and Lefkowitz. Yes, this is Mr. Lefkowitz talking. We're all the legal representatives of your employee, Mr. Archie. Yeah, chandelier just fell on his head and he had his brain concussed. Yeah. Now that's the ipso. Now the facto is, how about making a settlement? You send the lawyer right down to the tavern? Okay.
You send the lawyer down?
So what? After my years with Flyshacker, Bushwhacker, Millstone, and Briggs, I got a bit of legal knowledge myself.
But if it's legal in the state, it's in.
Stop making wisecracks, Eddie. I'm going to the back room and prepare me case.
Prepare your case?
Yeah, bandage me head. Now take care of the customers. I'll see you later.
Say, Eddie. Well, while Archie's in the back room, do you mind if I sing a song?
Who am I? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Paul Owen, the fellow who sings "So for the Smile of Beauty, use Ipana twice a day."
Oh, that one. Well, why not just go ahead, Mr. Orange? I'll bring the customer, baby, glad to hear you.
In the night, though we're apart, there's a ghost of you within my haunted heart. Ghost of you, my lost romance. Lips that laugh, eyes that dance. Haunted heart, won't let me be. Dreams repeat a sweet but lonely song to me. Dreams are dust, it's you who must belong to me. And thrill my haunted heart. Be still, my haunted heart. And thrill my haunted heart. Be still, my haunted heart.
For a lovely smile, for a brighter, more sparkling smile, listen.
Try Ipana toothpaste.
You'll hear that advice from lovely women the country over. For Ipana toothpaste and gum massage can really do things, wonderful things to your teeth and your smile. But not your dentist, the man who knows best the difference between toothpaste, give you the facts. Because more dentists recommend Ipana than any other toothpaste or powder. And more dentists use Ipana themselves, according to a recent nationwide survey. What's more, Ipana really gets teeth clean, but safely, without gritty abrasives, and followed by gentle gum massage, aids the health of your gums. Ask your dentist about this home care of teeth and gums, and then let it help you to brighter teeth, a more sparkling smile. Get Ipana and get started toward your own Ipana smile of beauty.
Pin this bandage on me head, will you? That lawyer of Duffy's will probably be here any minute.
You think that lawyer's going to believe you got concussion of the brain?
Eddie, the law distinctly states that no man is guilty until he is presumed innocent. And even then, not until a jury peers.
Hey, look, Art. How about me being a witness?
No. No, it'll have to be done legal.
Legal?
Yeah. If you're going to be a witness, I'll have to prepare a writ, or in your case, a half writ. Hey, wait a minute. This is probably Duffy's lawyer coming in the door now.
Where?
The old Duffer in a clean collar.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, sir. Are you, by chance, looking for the accident?
That is correct.
I am he. I take it that you are the counsel for the defense?
Also correct.
I happen to represent the plaintiff.
You are a lawyer?
I am, sir.
A member of the Bar Association?
Certainly I'm a member of the Bar Association. How do you think I got these shiny elbows? But I studied law on the side.
I see. Well, Counselor, if we could come to an agreement, perhaps we can settle this matter out of court.
Very well, Counselor. I'll call the first witness. Mr. Green, take the stand.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Green, did I give you a bribe for this testimony?
Not yet.
Well, Counselor, does that satisfy you that the case is on the level?
No objection, Counselor.
Thank you, Counselor. Well, Mr. Green, I would like you to tell the court in your own words, what you know about Duffy's trusted, loyal employee, Archie.
I have known Mr. Archie for 7 years, during which time not once have I ever seen him perform an act of dishonesty or disloyalty to his employer. Unquote.
I thank you, Mr. Green.
This preceding statement was a paid political advertisement.
Want to take another belt at it?
Counselor, please do not digress. This is highly irregular.
Objection overruled. And may I suggest that the learned counsel keep his yap shut while the court's in session? Mr. Green.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Green, do you see this chandelier?
I do.
Can you tell me what it is?
Okay.
What is it?
Chandelier.
You're a witness, Counselor.
We'll concede that it's a chandelier.
I thought you would. Now, Counselor, do you have any no processes?
What?
Any beef?
Sir, by the prima facie evidence, the merits of your plea are ipso facto null and void.
You're willing to surrender, huh?
I mean, you haven't given me one iota of proof.
Sir, are you familiar with the case of the people of New York versus the itty-bitty tea room?
I am not.
Then shut up. Now we'll call the next witness. Miss Duffy.
Miss Duffy, you mean you're going to let the opponent's daughter testify?
Can the learned counsel suggest a better habeas corpus? Miss Duffy, take the witness chair. Now, Miss Duffy, remember, anything you say will be held against you.
Anything?
Yes.
Okay. Dan Johnson.
Please. Madam, this court is no place for levity. We're trying to arrive at a verdict. Now, look me in the eye.
I'll still take Dan Johnson.
I suggest that the witness have a little more contempt for the court. Okay, Counselor, you may question the witness.
Thank you. Now, Miss Duffy.
The answer is yes.
I beg your pardon.
That's my answer. Make up your own question.
Counselor.
Yes?
Counselor, your witness.
Oh, you're getting tricky, huh? Very well. If it pleases the court, I would like to cop a plea of replevin.
On what ground?
I think it's perfectly obvious.
Do I object?
What do you object to?
I don't know, but it's better than sitting around here like a dope.
Very well, Mr. Finnegan, take the stand.
Okay, what?
Sir, the court contends that... Hey, what are you doing rolling your pants above your knees?
I'm giving out with the old sex appeal.
Please, do not try to perjure the court. Now, raise your right hand.
Your right hand?
Your right hand.
Here's both of them. You got the education. Pick out the one you want.
Mr. Finnegan, please, try to concentrate. Now, tell me, sir, you and me is total strangers, are we not?
The very best.
Did I in any way attempt to bribe you to be a witness?
You mean that Tootsie Roll you slipped me? What, sir? Sir, I swear to tell the whole truth that Archie never slipped me a Tootsie Roll. I'd like to take this witness.
You're welcome, Tom. Objection sustained. Take the guy.
Mr. Finnegan, look me in the eye. Okay, you got me. I confess. I did it. I did it. Did what? I don't know.
Well, Counselor, does that convince you? Are you now willing to concede that the chandelier fractured me skull?
Yes, I'll concede it, and I'll settle right now for $50.
$50? For an injury to one of the finest legal brains in America? Sir, the offer is rejected.
All right, then, we'll take it to court, and I'll prove that the whole thing is a frame-up, or my name is not J.G. Flyshacker.
Wait a minute. What was that name?
Flyshacker.
Flyshacker, Bushwhacker, Millstone, and Briggs?
The same.
Mr. Flyshacker, don't you recognize me? I'm Archie. I used to work for you. Remember? Archie.
Archie the Shyster. Yes, I do remember. Yes, now I'm sure we'll find no trouble at all in settling this case.
Well, that's fine. Thanks a lot, Mr. Flyshacker.
I'm sure I can prove to any court in this city that there isn't a chandelier in America heavy enough to crack a skull. That's it.
Say, what's this? Benex, of course. Benex, B-E-N-E-X, the new brushless wonder shave that whisks your whiskers off just like... Benex Brushless, with its special beard softening formula, actually makes your beard 1/5 water, tames the toughest whiskers. Your razor mows them down in double quick time. And Benex rinses off instantly. So you end up with a smooth, comfortable face. See for yourself. Just try new Benex, B-E-N-E-X. Benex Brushless Shave. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at this same time next Wednesday, when our guest will be Rex Harrison. Until next Wednesday, then, this is Rod O'Connor reminding you that for the smile of beauty, remember Ipana toothpaste, and for well-groomed hair, remember Vitalis. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers bring you Duffy's Tavern.
And Mr. District Attorney, which will be heard at 9:30 tonight. 9:30 tonight for Mr. District Attorney. This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Tavern is brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana toothpaste for the smile of beauty, and Vitalis for well-groomed hair. Ipana, Vitalis.
So for the smile of beauty, use Ipana twice a day, and men, your hair will look neater when it's groomed the Vitalis way.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you eat meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Hello, Duffy. Tonight, Rex Harrison, the famous British cinema star. Yes, one of the Chutney and Putney set. How come there's so many English actors in America? Well, Duffy, we send a lot of our actors to England. It's sort of a hams across the sea policy. What's Rex Harrison like? Well, he's tall and lean and svelte, you know, the perfect build for a monocle. Typical Englishman, Duffy. He dresses with that casual carelessness, the aristocratic look of studied sloppiness. Well, Duffy, you must know him. He was in Anna and the King of Siam. Yeah, that's right, where he's got the 20 wives. Yeah. Imagine a guy coming home and trying to explain to 19 of them where he was tonight. Yeah, that reminds me, Duffy, I've been holding this out on you, but I'm planning to commit matrimony myself. Well, it's pretty definite. I've said yes, and the dame ain't said no. Yeah, well, I'll keep you informed if there's any further communication. Okay.
Miss Archie, well, what's this marriage talk? Yeah. I thought you was finished with romance.
I was, Eddie, but I guess women is me weakness. They're a habit, you know, like cigarettes.
You mean they'll take a whole pack of them to get you to spend 15 cents?
Don't scoff at me, Eddie. This time it's the real thing.
I see. And when is the marriage going to take place?
Well, she ain't set a definite date yet.
Uh-huh. Has she told you she'll marry you?
Well, not exactly.
Has she told you she loves you?
Well, no, Eddie. You see, there's one slight hitch.
What?
I ain't met the dame yet.
Well, maybe after you've been married a couple of years, you get somebody to introduce you.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's she like?
Oh, she's wonderful, Eddie. Just my type.
Well, that narrows it down to blondes, brunettes, redheads, and balders.
Eddie, what I mean is that usually if a dame has got beauty, she ain't got brains, you know, and if she ain't got brains, she's usually ugly. This dame has got both.
This one is both dumb and ugly. How'd you meet, how didn't you meet this lady?
Through the press.
The press, huh?
Yeah. A picture was in the Times. In that Rodham Review section, you know, that, I got it right here. Take a gander at that face, Eddie, and that figure. Okay.
Let's see. Bonnie Brave, fattest sow at Danbury County.
Eddie!
What's that?
That's the wrong side of the paper.
Oh, I'm sorry. Beauty and brains. Miss Barbara Maxwell, brilliant bachelor student. Graduation magna cum laude. Miss Maxwell was also voted the most beautiful girl in her class. And she sure is pretty.
Yeah. You get a load of them brains. She's coming down here tonight, Eddie.
How do you know?
How do I know? We corresponded.
Who wrote the letters for you?
I wrote the letters myself. Told her all about my education, too.
You mean how you made a quick exit from Exeter and darted through Dartmouth?
No, Eddie, I didn't want to lay it on too thick. I just told her how I cum lauded at Harvard.
Didn't you take a chance writing the letter?
Not at all. I was careful to put a lot of grammar in it. Got a copy of the letter right here. Take a look.
Yeah, let's see. Dear Miss Maxwell, the minute I seen your picture, I felt love hanging in my heart.
You see? The thing is full of participles. Yeah, Betty, all my life I've wanted to marry a dame with brains, you know?
Say, Auntie, do you think if I asked Rex Harrison in a nice way, he'd take me out tonight?
Miss Duffy, I think he'd just jump at the chance. After all, who else could he go out with that would be as glamorous and chic and beautiful?
Archie, you're turning my head.
And it looks better that way. Now, if you want to see a picture of a really beautiful girl, Miss Duffy, look at this one here. Get a load of that figure.
Figure? In that graduation cap and that long black gown, how can you tell?
I held the picture up to the light. Look at that face, huh? She looks like she was chiseled out of Greeks.
What?
Oh, look, Finnegan. Guess what?
Let me see. Somebody caught a seal off Madagascar weighing 443 pounds, right?
What kind of nonsense talk is this?
Well, Art, you said guess what, so I just took a chance.
No. What I meant by guess what, Finnegan, was that I'm thinking of getting married.
To a 443-pound seal?
No.
Well, I'm still in that guessing lot.
Well, it happens that I'm getting married to a 110-pound intellectual.
Oh, I wasn't too far off. What's she like, Art?
You'll see. She'll be down here any minute in the flesh.
In the flesh?
Yes.
Oh, the informal type, I guess.
I was just speaking figurative.
Well, so was I. Well, Art, congratulations. I think it's a nice thing for a guy like you to have babies and get married.
Finnegan, one gets married first, then one has the babies.
Well, whatever the accepted procedure is. Well, good luck to you anyway, Dodge.
Thanks.
Hey, Miss Dodge, ain't you making a mistake having your girl down here at the same time as Rex Harrison?
I ain't worried, Eddie. What's he got that I ain't got?
Oh, look.
Go on.
Talent.
Go on.
Intelligence.
Go on.
Fame.
Yeah. But what has he got that would appeal to a dame?
Money.
That's right. I never thought of that.
Well, look, maybe if you can dig up a few of them other things, she won't mind you having no money.
That's enough.
You know, this is the time of year when a young man's fancy turns to borrowing his father's car. But this is the time for junior proms and school parties. I should know. I was young once myself. And I know, too, that every young man is very particular about the way he looks. That's why you young men should get wise to Vitalis. For Vitalis is one hair grooming preparation that makes your hair look neat. Makes it stay in place, but without giving you that slick, greasy, gigolo look.
Say, what's Vitalis got that makes it so different?
It's what Vitalis hasn't got that makes it so different. Vitalis does not contain one single drop of mineral oil. Only pure vegetable oils that prevent dryness and give your hair a neat, masculine look. Give yourself the famous Vitalis 60-second workout. See how it will loosen your tight, dry scalp and make it tingle. See, too, how it chases away loose dandruff and helps check excessive falling hair. With the Vitalis workout, you'll feel good, you'll look good, and all in just 60 seconds. So to look your best tomorrow, get a bottle of Vitalis tonight.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, yes?
I'm expecting my future bride here any minute, and as I told you, she's one of them Phi Beta Kappas, you know. I was wondering, what can I do to make the tavern here seem more intellectual?
Leave.
I wish you'd cut out the risibility. No, what I mean is, she's a cultured dame. Maybe we ought to scatter a few books around the joint.
We ain't got no books.
No, huh? Well, then just turn a few of them menus upside down and we'll tell her they're library cards. Let's see, what else? Eddie?
Yeah?
Eddie, do you think that moose head is shaggy enough to pass for a bust of Einstein? Hey, wait a minute. Look who just come in.
Rex Harrison, ain't it?
Yeah. Quick, get out some off and off.
What?
Off and off.
Well, you don't have to bark at me.
Who's barking at you? It's an English delicacy.
Off and off?
Yeah, means fish and chips. We want to treat the guy like he's civilized, don't we? Good evening, Mr. Harrison.
Hello, Archie.
Well, Rex, I'm glad you was able to pop in, old Pip. This is your first visit to the tavern, ain't it?
What do you mean people come down here twice?
Not if they make cracks like that. But since you're a visitor from our colonies, I'll forget it. Incidentally, I just ordered some tiffin for you.
Tiffin?
Yeah, fish and chips. Or, as used English call it, off and off.
Tiffin coming up?
Thank you, Eddie. Hey, Rex, how does it look to you?
Let's see. 2 sardines on a cracked plate. Yeah, fish and chips.
Go ahead, Rex. Crack your china on them. Would you like to drown them in a cup of tea?
Do you happen to have some brewed?
Oh, mercy, yes. The tea has been brooding all day. In fact, I think I'll have a cup with you.
Good.
Hey, that's a funny thing, you know. Here you and me is having tea together, and it was just a while back that our ancestors fought a war over the stuff. But I always say bygones will be bygones. Well, down the hatch.
Archie, this tea.
What about it?
What you trying to do? Start another war? Yeah, he's even using the same tea.
Eddie, it's loose talk like that that sinks ships. How did glad you happened to come down here to Duffy's Tavern, Rex.
Well, after all, it's a world-famous place.
Well, thank you.
Yes, well, even in London, people warn me against eating here.
Mr. Harrison, a lot of pride has gone into making Duffy's Tavern what it is.
But with the lack of customers, how do you manage to stay in business?
We're too proud to declare bankruptcy. But enough talk about the tavern. Let's talk about you, Rex. Tell me, do you, Miss Duffy, what this...
It's very disappointing. He's even better looking than I thought.
Then why are you disappointed?
He's married.
Rex, this is Miss Duffy. You'll have to excuse her. She slept with so many wedding cakes under her pillow that she has to comb her hair with a fork.
Mr. Harrison, I love the way you Englishmen dress.
Thank you.
Is your wife very jealous?
Why?
Would you mind if I rubbed my cheek against her tweed coat?
Not at all. No, here's the key to my closet. Anytime I'm not at home, drop in and rub away.
Great idea, Rex. While she's in there, she can scare away the moth. Incidentally, speaking of that clothes closet of yours... Scram. Speaking of that clothes closet, you don't happen to have anything that would be suitable for me to wear to a wedding, would you?
Well, I have a cutaway coat.
Cutaway? Look, when I go to the trouble of buying a coat, I like to get all that's coming to me. Besides, me dame might not like me walking up the aisle with me shirt tail hanging up.
Oh, Archie, you're talking about your own wedding.
Yep, I am, Rex. You see, I figured there's a time in the life of all of us when we should trip to light fantastic.
Let me offer you my congratulations. What's she like?
Oh, very intellectual. You know, the kind of a dame that sits in the parlor and listens to information, please, even when she ain't trying to impress visitors. That's my big problem. What am I going to talk to about to a dame like that?
Oh, any number of things.
Well, like what?
Oh, paleontology?
Well, yes.
Thermodynamics?
Yeah, that too.
The internal structure of the octahedric crystals?
That, I'm afraid, might be over her head. By the way, where did you pick up them things?
Listening to information, please.
Did you pick up any other good ones?
Well, let's see. Yes. John Kieran said the population of the Earth was 2 billion.
Yes, but can we be sure that Kieran is correct?
Archie, John Kieran is an authority on population.
8 to 5, you don't even know that Mrs. Burt Murphy had a baby last week. And I blew it. No, Rex, with this dame of mine, I can't take no chances on mistakes. Now, what else do you know that you're real sure of?
Let me see. About 100,000 years ago, during the Paleolithic era, icy glaciers covered the entire Earth.
Hey, that's a pip. I'll murder her with that one. I think I'll make a note of it. By the way, how do you spell that word?
Paleolithic?
No, icy. That other one I choose to ignore.
Say, Archie, you big into... Hey, who's the character?
Archie, you ought to keep your bottles more tightly corked.
Hey, Archie, he talks funny.
What's funny about it? The dialect. He's from England.
England? To arms! To arms! The redcoats are coming! On the fight land! To a fight sea! The hillsmen! The time is breaking!
Finnegan, take it easy. Take it easy, will you? That war has been over for 200 years.
I ain't the kind of a guy that gives up easy.
Stop acting so ignorant, will you? We happen to be gracing the presence of a very educated guy.
Oh, really? One of our own kind, huh? But how do we know that he's educated, Art?
We'll test him.
Oh, okay. Mr. Harrison, how do you spell cat?
C-A-T.
Art, how did he make out?
maybe it was a wild guess, Finnegan, but it happens that he spells it right.
Guy sounds like a deep thinker.
Will you stop wasting Mr. Harrison's time here?
Archie, I find Mr. Finnegan very stimulating.
Stimulating?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. The feeling is mutual.
In fact, I'd like to spend a little more time with him. Mr. Finnegan, will you join me in a Coca-Cola?
Oh, delighted, but do you think there's room in the bottle for both of us?
If you've ever wondered about the right kind of toothpaste to use, then listen to this. It should help you. More dentists recommend Ipana to their patients than any other toothpaste. And not only that, more dentists use Ipana for their own personal use, according to a recent nationwide survey. So, friends, why don't you try Ipana yourself and see why it's so popular with dentists?
See why Ipana is so popular with lovely women everywhere, too. For Ipana helps your teeth as well as your smile to brightness and loveliness.
That's because Ipana really gets teeth clean, but safely, without gritty abrasives, and followed by a gentle gum massage aids the health of your gums. So ask your dentist about this home care of teeth and gums, and then let Ipana help you to brighter teeth, a more sparkling smile. Get Ipana and get started toward your own Ipana Smile of Beauty. Famous for you from inside USA. And now back to Duffy's Tavern.
Hey, Eddie, I was just thinking.
That's dangerous.
Cut it out. No, but my future bride's going to be here any minute. What kind of flowers do you think I ought to buy her?
How about a nosegay?
This is no time for pig Latin. I want to get her some flowers so she'll realize I got culture as well as intelligence.
Well, them flowers might be all right for the culture, but what you going to do about intelligence? Show her that gold star you got for basket weaving?
Only as a last resort. Incidentally, look at that Harrison over there.
What?
Over there in the corner, still talking to Finnegan. Can't figure it out. Why would a guy like Harrison talk to Finnegan?
Well, he's here for a rest. Maybe he's just tired of talking to people.
It sure is weird, ain't it? Hey, wait a minute. Hey, this must be the dame now.
Who?
Barbara Maxwell. Look at her. Don't beat the script, boys. Oh, boy, what a magnum cum laude tomato.
Pardon me, I'm looking for a gentleman named Archimedes.
Oh, no.
Do you mean Archimedes, Ph.D., LL.D., and M.A., the gentleman what wrote you that letter?
Yes.
I am that him. Tell me, Miss Maxwell, ich hike hope 6 Caesar Romero in hot.
What's that?
Don't tell me you don't talk Latin.
Is that Latin?
Of course.
No wonder it's a dead language.
Perhaps you would prefer to converse in Sanskrit?
Archie, why don't we just talk English?
If you insist, but for us intellectuals, it seems like such a live language.
Don't worry, we'll kill it. Archie, your letter said you were a Harvard man. When did you graduate?
1908?
1908? But you couldn't have been over 5 years old.
See what a genius I was? In fact, I was so little that instead of diapers, me old prof used to wrap me up in Harvard pennants. By the way, speaking of paleontology...
What?
Paleontology. Don't tell me you never heard of paleontology.
No, what is it?
Kid, you better go back to basics. Have you ever heard of thermodynamics and oxymedric spectral?
No.
You didn't? I'm afraid my family wouldn't approve of you. But maybe I can wise you up before you meet them. You see, about 100,000 years ago, before the days of Figaro, the whole Earth used to be covered up with icy glaciers made out of them Paleolithics. You remember that now when you meet me, old man.
You mean your whole family are intellectuals?
Even more than me.
Well, in that case, I'd like to meet them.
Well, right at the moment, Dad is very busy, you know how things are at Oak Ridge.
Your father works at Oak Ridge?
Oh, my, yes.
What does he do there?
Man, he's assembling the atom.
Oh. Well, then maybe I can meet your mother.
She's at Oak Ridge, too. She's helping me father. You know how slippery them atoms is. She holds them while he splits them. So, now that you know all about my family, what do you say? Would you like to get married?
Oh, but, Archie, I don't really know about your family. I've only heard about them. I think before we talk about marriage, I ought to at least meet one member.
Yeah. Got to have a relative, huh?
How about Uncle Rex?
Yeah. Miss Maxwell, did you ever see a picture called Anna and the King of Siam?
No.
The Foxes of Harrow?
No.
What a coincidence.
What?
An uncle of mine just arrived from England. I'll have you meet him. Oh, Uncle Rex.
Archie, that distinguished-looking gentleman is your uncle?
Yes, he's Dad's brother on the distaff side. Uncle Rex, I would like you to meet me future intended, Miss Barbara Maxwell.
How do you do, Uncle Rex? You just came from England.
England? Tom! Okay, come in.
Uncle Rex.
Wait if I land and do it by sea.
Rex.
To the hills, man. The dam is breaking.
Uncle Rex, what has came into you?
Hey, Arch.
Huh?
Where'd you find the tomato?
Barbara, I must apologize for Uncle Rex, you see.
Don't apologize. I find your Uncle Rex very stimulating. Would you care to go for a walk in the park, Uncle, where we can discuss biology?
You got me, kid. So long, Arch.
What kind of a dirty trick is this?
I say, Archie, old chap, will you join me in a Scottish tip?
Oh, look, Duffy, guess what? I'm making a personal appearance at the Palace Theater in Cleveland, Ohio next week. Cleveland? Well, you know where the Fulton Fish Market is? Well, it's about 500 miles west of there. Well, Duffy, I'm going to be a vaudeville actor. Vaudeville is dead? Duffy, I got Jane Russell going with me. Well, it might not bring vaudeville back to life, but it'll bring me back to life. Yes, sir, Duffy, starting Thursday, June 3rd at the Palace Theater in Cleveland. Get your tickets now, folks from Ohio.
It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at this same time next Wednesday. Until next Wednesday, then, this is Rod O'Connor reminding you that for the smile of beauty, remember Ipana toothpaste. And for well-groomed hair, remember Vitalis. Rex Harrison appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of The Iron Curtain, starring Dana Andrews and Gene Tierney. The annual poppy sale is now on. Winning a poppy helps the disabled veteran who made the poppy and also other disabled veterans and family veterans now in need. Wear a poppy so that veterans everywhere will know you remember their sacrifice and their brave deeds. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers bring you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which will be heard at 9:30 tonight.